You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Suck it!
There are starving children in the world, right?
Show me a child. Show me some empirical evidence it's happened. Yes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Lick my butthole, relax.
What the fuck is going on?
Nothing, TJ. You're garbage. You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ. And welcome everyone to a latest fuck edition of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Due entirely to Canada, the worst country in the world.
So it was Canada's fault.
They're behind everything.
Excuse me.
They're behind everything.
Excuse me. Lance Sloan speaking here.
Okay.
I am only contractually obligated to be here until 11 o'clock, regardless of the show's start time. So,
Okay.
I'm just letting you guys know, once it's 11, I'm gone.
Sure.
I'm contractually obligated to be here from 8:30 to 11 and not a second longer. And that is what I'm going to do.
Well, we're going to tell you about this later, Lance, but we're actually replacing you with G-Man. It's kind of awkward to do this on the air, but,
All right, I'll stay later.
Nope, sorry.
No.
The ship has already sailed,
the die is
Lance.
cast.
All right, I'll work for 70% of my original salary.
We've crossed the Rubicon, Lance.
Come on.
G-Man just has the
over.
talent, and anytime we need something, we just ask him to pray for it, and then it just appears. How can you compete with that?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Lance. Maybe we'll retain you
I can't.
for 1%.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't
for
do this
1% of your salary. 1%.
Oh, I gotta eat.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, by the way, at the end of the last show, I couldn't help but notice that I found Scotty Cena laying next to where Scotty was sitting, and he looked in pretty bad shape, like he was attacked. But luckily, don't worry, he's still alive. He's recuperating right now.
News.
His spirits are high.
That's good.
But he does say that you tried to kill him.
What? I have no knowledge of anything like that.
Oh, you don't recall?
No, I don't recall those events at all.
You don't recall?
I haven't seen Scotty Cena in quite some time. I just don't. It's a shock to me. I'm just as shocked as you are, Ben.
Yeah, I heard he fell in with the wrong crowd lately.
I heard he got into drugs,
Yeah, man, I seen him hanging out with a bunch of, like, meth heads and shit. I bet you they probably beat him up and took his shit.
I'll tell you what. TJ already ratted you out, Scotty.
No, man. No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good joke, Ben.
TJ already ratted you out.
No, that's good. That's a good joke, Ben.
I'm confused, Ben.
He's just joking around, man. He's joking around.
I had nothing to do with anything with that.
We're all joking here.
Had nothing to do with it, TJ. You know I had nothing to do with it, right, TJ?
Yeah, of course you didn't.
There you go.
Of course you didn't.
Publicly,
I am affirming on this date of whatever day
my
it is.
innocence.
that Scott is innocent of killing that thing, horribly maiming it in front of my eyes and then threatening me. He didn't do it.
Never happened.
All right, so I guess we'll talk about the shirts really quick because it's the last day of most.
The last fucking day of shirts.
Of most of them. Some of them have already expired.
Yeah, it's your last. Well, it's not really your last chance, but you know, there's lots of shirts here. It's the last day to get in on this one. You never know if shirts will meet their quota. Looks like I don't know if Scotty's shirt did.
My shirt is failing. I'm gonna create a new shirt that's better than my old shirt. And then I will surpass everyone. Probably not, but still.
It should be your head on a stick.
That's the shirt. That's actually one of the ideas I'm entertaining.
Cool.
Another one is basically me shooting you.
How many hours are left on the band
one
TJ hoodie? 1 fucking hour, people.
Yeah,
1 hour to get the band TJ hoodie with the giant banana.
If you're watching the recorded version of this, it's already too late.
Too late. Sorry, bitch.
I mean, it's probably not because there's gonna be new
the official shirts ended. If you guys want that, though, just keep buying them, and it'll restart the campaign if enough people do it.
Same thing with Kenyanism and Band Scotty. There were some purchases, so if enough people buy them to relaunch the campaign, then you guys will get your shirts.
But I promise my Scotty fans a new Scotty shirt, which is pretty much all the Drunken Peasants fan base. Let's be honest.
Your shirt should just
a few people don't like me, but they're retarded.
Your shirt should just be it could just be your face, and it can just say "the best drunken peasant" underneath.
That is true. I am the best drunken peasant. I mean, it's not even a contest. I mean, no offense to you guys,
but we'll put the best. We'll put the word "best" in quotation marks, though.
But I am the best. No quotations.
So people can feel that it's
no
ironic,
quotations, TJ. Why would we put quotations around you? That's kind of offensive to me.
No.
Are you challenging my greatness, TJ?
No.
You're not? Okay, man. We always got to go with the shirt like that, then.
It's your shirt.
And the shirt's also going to cost $100 a piece. I mean,
the
fair.
egg bitch shirt?
No. The Scotty is the best shirt. It's going to cost $100 a piece.
Oh.
Scotty, let me ask you a question.
That's a discounted price.
Let me ask you a question, Scotty.
Go ahead.
If I were to present to you a magic tutu, okay?
Okay.
And if you wear it, you become the egg bitch. But you lay golden eggs worth $30,000 a piece every hour on the hour.
Is it painful?
No, it's not. I mean, it's no more painful than taking a shit.
Yeah, give me the fucking thing.
Okay. I'm just trying to see how much your soul costs.
Okay, every hour I'm going to make $30,000. Okay, who would say no to that?
Well, I don't know, man. You just act like your dignity has such a high price to it.
It does. But I mean, okay, you're basically saying I'll make, let's see, so $30,000 an hour, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to make what? Almost $1 million, almost $750,000 a day or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be retarded to say no to that.
Okay. Scotty is for sale, everybody. If there's any eccentric billionaires out there that want to buy Scotty in some way,
sure,
we have got the offer for you. See, it just proves that Scotty's true occupation is prostitute, but you just have to have a lot of money.
That's true. You gotta have a lot of fucking money.
He's a very, very
That's his true occupation.
Very expensive.
$30 million a month, right here.
Speaking of prostitution, everyone check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DP.
Oh, man. There's some great new stuff there. I don't know if everyone's aware of that yet.
Yeah, there is new stuff there, Ben. Good point.
Good point, Ben.
I like how you guys are making it sound rehearsed when that wasn't rehearsed at all.
That was totally rehearsed, Ben.
It wasn't.
Ben looked in the mirror all night. He's like, "Okay, guys, gotta get that line right. I'm gonna get that line right.
That one line.
Fucking do it.
One line.
I'm gonna do it."
Got some great new stuff there, right,
we
guys?
We do actually have one slot
right,
left.
Ben.
If you want to play Cards Against Humanity with us next month.
Yeah, we got a new slut for Cards Against Humanity. We got one. There's room for one more.
Play the sluts.
Room for one more. Now that game ain't happening until
next month. And for a single $1 next month, you'll see Rage Feed early.
New fucking
$1
Rage
fucking
feed.
$1.
You could be the first to see the newest Rage Feed we've made in like
what
months.
The fuck can you get for $1? Nothing.
You're gonna
but you
see
get
that
this
shit. You're gonna be present for history. Only 61 people want to be present for fucking history.
What the fuck is wrong with you? guys
Rage
are fucking
Feed,
idiots.
the someday to be greatest gaming channel after we systematically murder all of our rivals.
We're doing some fucking some mafia shit. You know, hey, PewDiePie or whoever's like ahead of us, come for a ride with us in the woods
And die.
and die. Well, we're nowhere near his level. I guess like we have to find someone that's like he's like 30,000. I'm aiming a little high.
No, we'll kill from the top down.
Okay.
No, we should kill from the bottom up, because then people aren't likely to notice as fast.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we just kill everybody who's ahead of us as far as gaming channels goes. It'll take a while. There's a lot of them.
All right, it's
But
time
then
to.
Rage Feed is number
I wonder
one.
what the media reaction will be when some like big YouTuber with like 20 million subs dies. Like, will it treat it like it's really still a big deal?
The tragic death of PewDiePie.
Poo Die Pie?
Well, it's spelled that way. If you're talking about me, the answer is definitely
No one will
troll.
care. No one will care when you're dead, TJ. They'll actually be fucking.
No, I'm
rejoicing in
saying
the
that
streets.
if they're asking troll or not a troll about me.
Troll or not a troll? Here we go.
Who is it? Who is it?
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Porn Review. I'm your host, Darcy Timms, and this is my new series. In Porn Review, I review a new porn video every week. This
This
first
guy's
episode,
really short.
I think not a troll so far, but I don't know. He has to keep talking. He might start saying some ridiculous shit.
He looks like a fucking, I don't know, like Marty McFly got hit with a shovel or something. I don't
we're
know.
going to start off with cutest 18-year-old teen pussy fucked.
What?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the title of the movie that he's going to review.
You know, he's got big hands too for his size. You know what that means?
What? I mean, like, what? You're scoping him out, or what's
yeah,
up?
TJ.
Well, you know,
Hope he's
I
is
know,
a troll.
I know the indicators, man. You know.
It's an illiterate sentence, but it's all in capitals, so it grabs the eyes. It was published by an account
You
known
know,
as Hell.
I say troll just because of the music playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with troll on this one too.
Troll. Yeah, I agree. So, I go with troll.
Fellow Fissions, troll.
All right, moving on. Time to enter the world of crazy people on the internet.
Crazy people. They're crazy.
Oh, you know what? I don't know how this one got mixed in
I
here.
do not
This,
appreciate the way you guys marginalize the mentally ill.
this person is definitely not a crazy person. He is.
Well, everybody's somebody's crazy.
No, this guy is the father of Jesus Christ.
Oh, our master.
Hello, everyone in the multiverse and beyond.
Hello.
This is your
Do you
friend
bring good
forever,
tidings,
Evan
Master?
LeFavor, with an
Evan
important
LeFavor
video.
up in this shit.
Today, we're going to be disclosing at long last the
Finally.
secret hidden Illuminati connection to George Carlin.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck George Carlin.
Today, we're going to be discussing just who George Carlin really was.
Who was he really?
a
and
monster.
Do we really know
why
him?
he came to this planet in the first place, okay?
It's a good question.
Because in case you didn't know, George Carlin was not just a regular human being, okay?
Oh,
I
shit.
did know that.
He was a member of the Army of Heaven, okay?
Whoa.
And I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what that means. But you have to understand, George Carlin, he knew about the existence of the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
He knew that
Did God send him a
Jesus
fax
Christ.
or something? He just sent him a fucking fax like, hey, George, heaven's fucking real. This shit like it's all
No,
gonna go
man.
down like this.
Weren't you listening? He was in the army of heaven. He's been there, Scotty. He has marched through heaven's corridors with an army of golden-winged angels.
I prefer to think he got a fax.
He just got a fax. Just a fax. It's just heaven is real.
Heaven is
Signed
real.
God,
That's all he needs.
a.k.a. Evan LeFavor.
is real, okay? He knew that life after death is real, okay?
Okay.
But
Okay.
because he
Okay.
came from the kingdom of heaven
Wow.
before he was born
See, I
a human
told you.
being on planet Earth in 1937, okay?
Okay.
George Carlin, I knew him before he was ever born a human being on this planet, before I was ever born a human being on this planet.
That's crazy.
I knew George Carlin from the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
And he was
and
a
I
real
knew each
prick.
other before we were ever born human beings.
When I thought about, the father of God, I'd never pictured him wearing a knit hat or a beanie or whatever you want to call it.
Ben, I mean, you can't be so prejudiced in your expectations.
Yeah, man.
God presents himself in many ways, in mysterious ways. So, I mean...
Just the other night, God appeared to me as a toaster.
Yeah.
You got to be open, Ben.
I was eating a bagel, and I was like, I saw, God's face in the bagel. I was like, oh, man. This
God's face in the bagel.
In the bagel.
In the bagel.
Yeah. That's how...
Was the O his mouth?
Yes.
Did you fuck God's face?
No, I just ate God.
I would not have been able to resist that.
I was pretty hungry, so I just ate God.
Even if I go to hell, I can still tell everyone, I fucked God in the mouth, right? Yeah. That'd be a check.
Bragging rights.
That'd be a check off the old
You're
bucket
taking a little
list.
far, TJ. A lot of religious people are probably offended by your comments, buddy.
No, they're not. They want to
They're
fuck God,
offended.
too. Dude, you ever heard the way they talk about Jesus? They definitely have a Jesus boner.
That's because they love Jesus, TJ. Jesus is
I mean, they even hang Jesus mostly naked up in a lot of their churches.
That's because Jesus worked out. He hit the gym a lot. He wants to show off his bod, man.
He was a pretty strong guy.
Jesus is he worked out a lot. He walked around a lot. TJ got a lot of exercise, unlike your fat ass.
Man.
Actually, Jesus was fat. There's been a conspiracy to cover up fat Jesus for centuries.
Oh, it's fat shaming?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize.
That's right.
Ben is a
On
terror,
this
so
planet,
we have to take his
okay?
word
The
for
second
it.
coming happened in
So-
2008.
George Carlin knows about the existence of the kingdom of heaven. He knows
He's dead
about
now.
me because
He's
I
up
am
in heaven,
Evan
so he's not-
LaFavor.
yeah,
and
he's
in
not
case
really
you didn't
dead.
know,
He's chilling in heaven. Come on, dude.
He's back. Or did he go to hell?
He's
Let's
smoking
find
a
out.
fatty, man. He's smoking a fatty in heaven.
I am the biological father of Jesus Christ, and I am the king of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And in case you didn't know,
Obviously.
the kingdom
Look
of
at
heaven
him.
is
Evan
real.
LaFavor,
It's
man.
It
so
exists.
self-evident.
Science fact.
You'd figure God would be able to afford a better camera or something.
Did he also
but-
father Putin too?
I like the Polaroid picture effect he uses too.
Yeah.
Well, God
Very
has,
godly.
God has some serious special effects department. Industrial Lights and Magic, that was nothing compared to
I
Evan
mean,
LaFavor.
you would
Come on.
think the sheer genius of God would just be self-evident.
It is.
And it is. That's what I was about to say. It's like you listen to Evan LaFavor talk and you just hear this is a being that easily could have crafted all of reality.
Yes.
This guy, he wrote the laws of physics? Of
Yes.
course he did. Look at him. Listen to him talk. It's obvious. He is the one true God.
I mean, look, TJ, I already believe. Are you doubting my...
I was an atheist. No other
Are
religion.
you questioning my faith, TJ?
No other religion. I'm talking to the people out there who haven't discovered Brother LaFavor
Are you
yet.
questioning their faith, TJ?
Yes, I am. Because
How
they
dare
let
you?
see the truth.
How dare you, TJ? People can see with their own two eyes.
Me and-
This guy is the biological creator of the universe.
No, there's still atheists out
He is
there. There's still
How's that possible?
We were trying to
there's
convert
still
Mario
people
when
dumb
he was
enough
on
to
the
be
show.
Yeah, remember that?
Mario did not believe
Mario's
in this.
eyes have been blinded by Satan.
That's very sad, but Mario is blinded by Satan. It's pretty clear. If he's not following Evan LaFavor's teachings, I just don't know if there's any hope for Mario.
There's no hope for anyone who's not following Evan LaFavor's teachings. He is the one
I
true
feel
God.
bad.
He
I
is
feel
the
bad for
Father
him.
of Jesus Christ.
Deep in outer space in the future in giant spaceships. Okay?
Ah.
So we resurrect people after they die into these giant spaceships deep in outer space in the future.
Right.
Okay, using time travel technology. Okay?
Oh.
And the truth is, George Carlin, he really is like the character he played in Bill and Ted. In the Bill and Ted.
He's Rufus!
Holy
Rufus
shit.
is real! Hashtag Rufus
is fucking real. You know, a lot of people, look, Mario is kind of on the right track, though. Look, he recognizes media and television and movies. There is a message, but he's in the wrong message. He needs to watch Bill and Ted and find out the truth.
Rufus!
Dead films. Rufus. Okay?
Sweet.
He has been to the kingdom of heaven before. He has been to the
She's
future.
chilled there.
He has been to the past. He has been all around history.
She's done fucking lines
Because-
of coke in heaven.
George Carlin, He is a member of the army of heaven, and he came to this planet to make a difference and impact this world forever and leave his mark on human history forever. All right? And he chose to be born a human being on this planet, okay? And
damn, he chose.
Like I
dude.
said, I knew him before I was ever born a human being in 1983. I knew George Carlin, okay?
Okay.
Before he was born a human.
Verdict: not crazy.
Not crazy at all.
One true God.
Most people don't remember what it was like before they were born. But
Yeah.
Evan Lefevre,
Well, he's God.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it's nothing to him.
Yeah, and the thing is too, you know he knew George Carlin.
Yeah.
Because he says it. And the thing is too also that heaven is so much more plausible because it's in spaceships. We all know that spaceships are possible.
Yep.
You know, the Bible, the Christian Bible, is so vague. You know, heaven's up in the clouds. We've been to the clouds. There's no heaven. But deep in space, in a spaceship, that I can believe. That I can sink my teeth into. This is a religion that makes sense.
I agree with you 100%.
I mean, I was an atheist up until now. No other religion could convince me. This is the one true religion, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Evan Lefevre. Thank you.
And you bless you.
And yeah, you bless yourself.
No one else is fit.
All right. Up next, we have something from Gail.
She's not quite. What is it? You're fucking misfiling these videos, Ben.
Camilla Alves is not that hot. Jesuits really overpraise their agents. The extreme bias in the press, gushing over Jesuit agents like Laurie McBride for Brent Spiner, Camilla Alves for Matthew McConaughey, Morgan Brown for Gerard Butler, Susan Schneider for Robin Williams, etc.
Oh, by the way, there's a troll in the chat room named Jenny McDonald's. Jenny McDonald's, and she keeps saying stuff like Paul's ego tried to fuck me over Facebook, or G-Man tried to fuck me over Facebook.
Of course.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I applaud.
Good
that.
job, Jenny McDumbass.
Yeah.
That's what you should have called it anyway.
Yeah.
Instead of McDonald's, but.
Should be obvious to any objective observer. It should also be obvious to any objective observer that there is a conspiracy
Gail,
out there to make me
of
appear
course,
crazy.
is the objective observer.
Just because my man decided to start a marriage list for me. Isn't it rather interesting that all of these women, before they became the love interest of the celebrity, was someone we never heard of before? It's obvious that Jesuit women are actually nobody and no talent women who only became famous because they associate with a famous man.
Okay, so just
which
show.
never would have
Let me just say, obviously Gail is more attractive than any of those women.
Yeah.
So there must be some kind of
Yeah,
conspiracy.
I look to the left and I'm like, I look to the right and I'm like, damn.
Yeah. That's what I say too. Damn.
Happened if they were not Jesuits, which gave them the backing of the richest organization in the world, the Roman Catholic Church, as they hijacked or raped their way into the life of the celebrity who doesn't want to have anything to do with them. Why is the significant other of all the men on my marriage list a nobody woman that no one ever
Gail's
heard of?
craziness really does kind of come in handy in a lot of ways. Like most women who see these other women in magazines who are like more attractive or whatever, they get all insecure. But Gail's like, nope, obviously a Jesuit conspiracy is afoot.
Before they associated with that famous man.
With it.
Why are these celebrities all attracted to nobody women? Don't they like famous women?
Like Gail.
Jesuits cannot use a celebrity woman who became famous because of her own talents or accomplishments, because no such woman would be a Jesuit agent who would cooperate with the Jesuits to rape a celebrity in order to become his wife. Even if they cloned the celebrity woman, her original would be sure to cause trouble for the Jesuits. That's if the original exists. For this reason, Jesuits prefer to use nobody women.
By that logic, why don't your guys make trouble for their Jesuit clones? Like, how come the real Brent Spiner doesn't show up somewhere where the Jesuit Brent Spiner is and be like, yo, this is fucked up? Are they, like, stuck up there on the Church of Gale? Yeah. Is that part of the plot? Okay. Convenient. Very convenient.
And why don't they ever clone Gale? Has that ever been explained?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, like, why has Gale never been cloned to be like, I was crazy and I was wrong?
That they make famous by virtue of their almost 100% control over the internet, press, and media, especially in the West, like the United States
100% control.
UK. Is it only a coincidence that all the men on my marriage list have been associated with nobody women who only became famous because of their associations with the famous man? I mean, not one of these men likes another famous woman. To those who have just heard,
I have no idea what any of these women did. I've never, like, some of them I've never even heard of until this video. But, you know, that doesn't say anything. I don't know why I'm explaining this.
Yeah, why you explain something that everyone already understands? This is just crazy nonsense.
But gotta say something about it.
Gotta say something about it. Cuckoo.
Heard what I've said and are listening with objectivity. It's as plain as the nose on your face.
Something Gale knows so much about.
This is a Roman Catholic conspiracy. Another note of interest. None of these women would dare criticize the Roman Catholic Church. You don't hear a peep from them bad about
most
the
people don't.
Church.
Yeah, I mean, how many celebrities are like, well, I hate the Catholics?
I don't hear Gale criticizing ExxonMobil about climate change. She must support climate change.
And ExxonMobil.
And the oil industry.
The head of of ExxonMobil and the oil industry in general.
I think you're right.
In fact, Camilla had a Catholic wedding to the Matthew McConaughey Jesuit clone. Come on, folks. 1 + 1 = 2. Anyone with a lick of common sense can see what's going on. I'm not saying that they can't be attracted to a nobody woman ever, but isn't it rather strange that every single man on my marriage list that I know about has a nobody woman for a spouse?
Wait a minute.
Only 3 of them.
Dude, her marriage list is so long.
She doesn't know about all.
She doesn't know all the men. Some guy could just show up, Gale, where I'm on your marriage list, and she's like, oh shit, really? I don't have you on here. Well, I guess you are on here. That's how many men want to marry Gale. She's forgotten people on her list.
I can't think of an exception with a single one of them. I mean, didn't Brad Pitt like Angelina Jolie? So what's wrong with famous women who were famous before they married the man? You mean all my men don't like famous women? About the only exception is Will Smith's wife, but her latest performances have not been too impressive. Looks like this clone may need to go back to acting school so she can measure up to the woman Jesuits murdered, which was the original wife. I think I smell a Jesuit conspiracy about a billion miles long, if anything.
Was it Jada Smith or something?
Jada Pinkett, yeah.
You know, she's been murdered, everybody.
Oh, obviously.
And replaced with a Jesuit clone, and that's why her performances have been so shit lately. Because the Jesuit clone. Because, you know, she used to be like Oscar caliber, remember that?
Yes.
And now...
in all those roles, such as...
She was in, wasn't she in one of the Matrixes? Maybe for a minute or two.
Maybe.
But yeah, that was a great role. I think maybe
you're just further proving what Gale knows all along.
Yeah, she's a nobody too, really. Yeah.
Yep.
They're all nobodies.
Unlike Gale. Gale's celebrity is, renowned. She is one of the most famous people on the planet.
Only the Jesuit control of the media keeps her off the covers of all the magazines.
Well, I mean, dude, you show a child a picture of Mickey Mouse and a picture of Gale, the kid's gonna be like, Gale!
Gale Kortschuler!
Gale!
The world-famous author and Oscar winner, but too bad the Jesuits...
Not only that, I showed a bunch of guys on the streets a lineup of Gale, and then these 3 other women she's talking about, these famous actresses.
Like, who else?
And I was like, obviously we all know who all these people are on here, except for these 3 women. No one knows them.
No.
But you know Gale, of course. But let me just ask you this. If you had a chance to fuck Gail or any of these other 3 women, who would you fuck? And of course, Gail was the 100% answer. In fact, a few people punched me for even asking the question.
Rightly so.
Yeah. But I mean, I had to prove that point.
You're lucky you escaped with your life making a statement like that, TJ. Comparing Gail to these nobodies.
I know, but I was just trying to make Gail's
I'm offended
point.
you even did that, TJ. I want an apology on the show for what you did.
You know, I see now that it was misguided.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, TJ.
They may prefer another rich lady so they could be sure the woman isn't just after their money. Excuse me, Jesuits, just how dumb do you think we are? Is it just a coincidence that all these women
No one's ever heard of a rich man marrying a woman that just wants his money. That never happens. Come on.
When does that ever happen? I mean,
not once in history.
These people... I don't even get where
the
this
tall
shit comes
tales
from.
these Jesuits expect us to swallow, you know? Fuck.
Men on my marriage list to court to get their money? Of course, that never makes it into the news, but that is what's really happening. Oh, this sounds like real love to me. I smell Jesuit rape, extortion, and greed in all these lovely fake celebrities who obviously rape the man for his money and use the excuse that they love him and they are so hot the man couldn't resist them. Yeah, so hot that the man lost his head and almost went bankrupt for the woman? Yeah, right. Did you know that most of these men on my marriage list have been battling bankruptcy because of these women? Yeah. Of course, that never makes the news, Jesuits.
Yeah, that never makes the news.
When ultra-famous actors go bankrupt, no one ever hears about it because we don't live in a celebrity-obsessed culture.
No, man. Media always respects the private lives of celebrities.
What's going on with the celebrity? Oh, there's some financial distress and their marriage is in shambles. Well, that's not really of interest to the celebrity entertainment.
That's beneath the National Enquirer.
Yeah, let's move on to some more substantive stories.
Do you want to move on?
Sure.
All right. Next video is actually a Brett Keane video.
Oh,
Brett Keane.
Finally gonna turn the dial up to 11.
Exactly. Well, Brett Keane started making videos about AIU. So this is a Brett Keane video about AIU.
You know, I gotta give it to AIU there. You know,
TJ, you know what? This is offensive. Brett Keane's going to bring some clarity to this debate. I mean, so many people have been on both sides and arguing, but we're finally going to have the scintillating insight of Brett Keane to break everything down for even the dumbest person to understand. I mean, like, it's going to be amazing. I know I'm a moron compared to Brett Keane, so I'm really ready to go to school and learn what's what, and you know who's right. AIU, TJ, you know who is right on this issue.
I don't even know. Does he get into that? Let's see.
He's going to get into it, I'm sure.
Notice bullshit. Yeah. Just stop.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my gaming channel.
Already subscribed.
As well as Brett Keane Superstar.
Oh yeah, we're
God
subbed.
TV
We're
Radio,
subbed.
Sub 1.
Internet.
First sub right here.
Me and Scotty were your first 2 subs and your most loyal. Every gaming video Brett Keane puts out, we watch.
Even the ones of him just sitting there going, There was one where he was eating a cheeseburger. He was on the ground, kind of intoxicated. He was trying to play Donkey Kong, and he couldn't get it started. He's like, "How do I fucking play this?" And
yeah,
it's like,
Mario just stayed in the same corner and waited for the barrels to come get him.
You gotta go up the ladders, and he just didn't really get the premise and couldn't jump over the barrels. He just kept dying, and we're just like, well, you know, we gotta support Brett, you know.
Gotta support him because he's awesome.
He's trying to eat that cheeseburger, you know. I'm not really cool with, you know, the whole cheeseburger thing, but, you know, I know Brett needs it. He has his conditions, you know. I mean, I'm really against people eating meat, but not Brett Keane, because, look, this guy needs fucking protein.
You know, guys, I don't know if you guys know Brett Keane's tragic origin story, but you ever seen the movie Speed, where the bus is going to blow up if it goes under 50 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Well, that same guy planted a bomb in Brett Keane's stomach that's going to go off if he ever goes under 400 pounds.
Anytime.
So, you know, Brett Keane, he's exhausted trying to eat all the time, because prior to that, he was like, you know, he was like an Olympic gold medalist and shit.
He was an Olympic sprinter, I believe. And, you know, just, it's tragic, and Brett just has to put on the pounds. He has to eat McDonald's. He has to go to KFC. He has to go to Popeyes. He has to go to Baskin-Robbins and Dairy Queen. He's got to load up at the store bags of fucking chips, Funyuns, pork rinds, jelly beans, anything fatty. You just got to throw it in the cart. And people look at Brett, and they just kind of know, like, he doesn't want to be this way. He hates the way he looks. He looks in the mirror every morning. Oh, God. I wish I could just lose this weight. And he would lose it in a heartbeat. But he would die. And who would provide for his family? Who would take care of his children? Come on, people. Brett
What a
Keane,
selfless man.
He's just a great, real American hero, a theist, a Christian, a God believer, whatever you want to call him.
Hats
Brett Keane
off
is
to you,
too.
Brett.
We salute you,
Hats
Brett.
fucking off.
John Cena even salutes you.
I pledge allegiance to Brett Keane.
Dude, look, if John Cena did Make-A-Wish for adults, he would do one for Brett Keane.
Yeah.
Those
Brett
kids.
Keane, you are a man of unassailable moral character and unimpeachable greatness.
God bless Brett Keane.
No, Brett Keane should bless God. God should be down on his fucking knees in front of Brett Keane. You hear
You're
that,
right.
Evan Lefevre?
Get on your knees for
We're
Brett.
impressed by you, but Brett Keane is a man of incalculable moral fortitude and greatness. I mean, I feel privileged that I even lived on the planet during the Brett Keane era. You know, pretty soon, anything after Brett Keane's birthday will be termed a new period in time, the BK. It went, BC, AD, now it's BK. That's how fucking
BK
great
We're in BK.
Brett Keane is.
The epoch of Brett Keane.
We're in fucking 36 BK right now. You motherfuckers don't even know that shit.
Brett Keane's only 36.
I have no idea how old he is. He is
doubt it.
surprisingly and terrifyingly young for how he looks. I do remember that.
Okay. Well, let's see what he actually says in his video.
National. I am going to be making a video today about an individual who refers to himself.
Oh my god.
An individual.
We need to fucking have like a bingo scoreboard of like recurring things in Brett Keane's videos.
Paul's ego pointed out he always has
Situation.
a situation with individuals.
That's like individual
He's
situation.
got a hard-on for those two words.
He loves them.
Loves them.
Wants to make love to individual situations.
Or situations with individuals.
While reading the
So
Quran.
his atheism is unstoppable. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and how many numbers he decides to make sock accounts and do.
Unlike you, Brett.
Oh my god.
Are you really? Yeah. Are you really going to insult sock accounts?
Oh man.
The fucking king of sock accounts.
Brett Keane, you are the worst. You're like the original sock account guy. You're the guy. I think Brett Keane. I think the reason he used to like have such channel growth, and like many people speculated this, and even showed good evidence at the time, that Brett Keane was basically inflating his numbers by creating sock accounts and subscribing to himself.
Dude, Brett Keane is like the sock account OG.
He would even leave like comments, and the reason people would know this is because there was all these new accounts that just created and then signed up to Brett Keane and never subscribed to anyone else, and maybe like made a couple comments on his video and then disappeared.
Okay, do you remember like a few years ago I showed you that you could basically just create like 1 million sock accounts on YouTube and subscribe to yourself?
Yep.
Because I'm like, look at this shit, and we're like, oh, well, it's just like shady, and it's just like.
Well, no, you're talking about that guy that found that trick where you could.
No. Like, there's actually people actually theorized, or not maybe that theorized, but they put it out there that they think a lot of like large YouTubers like Philip DeFranco and Ray William Johnson just bought these programs and just gave themselves a bunch of sock accounts to look like they were getting tons of views and subscribers.
Yeah, and of course people follow the popular trends. I had the opportunity to do that, but I didn't because I am a man of principle. And I didn't know it was going to work so well.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting about this particular individual
Particular.
is not so long ago he was on the Drunken Peasants show. And the Drunken Peasants,
he wasn't.
He wasn't on
embarrassed
it.
this guy.
I mean, we played one of his videos.
Yep.
He wasn't like a guest or something. Did you even watch
Get
it?
your fucking shit straight, dude.
Did someone else just tell you about it and then you made a video?
That's what happened.
You know, I mean, Brett, if you're really going to talk about something, you know, there's a small, tiny little detail you might want to get. Actually knowing what the fuck you're talking about, you fucking retard.
Man, Scotty. Don't be mean.
Too
mean, Scotty. Too mean. Too mean.
They basically accused a fellow atheist of being racist. Funny enough.
So he's all like, "Oh, they accused a fellow atheist of being right." It's like, okay,
a fellow atheist.
Is it like just because they're an atheist, we shouldn't think that they're racist if we think they are?
Yes.
I mean, he makes it seem like we have to like agree with them on almost everything just because we agree on.
Hey, if you weren't an atheist, I'd be calling you racist right now. But since you're an atheist, you're not.
Yeah, you gotta pass.
I've actually got clips on my other YouTube channel, God TV Radio, of the amazing atheist calling people niggers and faggots.
That's probably
that
true.
They would actually call another atheist a racist when they knew that they actually did that. And I provided...
Okay, so Brett Keane's saying if you use those words, it does not matter what the context are or anything else, you're just racist automatically.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense. What a nuanced position. So if you use these words that he is deemed racist, you are automatically racist. Okay, it's not like Atheism Unstoppable just said something that we like said, spick or something, and then we're like, oh, you're a racist. What if he said in some context in which it's clearly defined as he's not being racist, he's just reading something that someone else said, you know what I mean?
Or something else.
Or something else like that. It's only racist if he's using it as an derogatory and like, yes, I believe that Mexicans or whoever, or people from South America or Central America are inferior.
The funniest thing is like the idea that Brett Keane could hear you talking right now and be like, oh yeah, a nuanced position that's based on context and actually makes sense. Like, of course he's not going to understand that. If he could understand that, he wouldn't be, the obscure...
But do you really think he has no idea about context? You don't think this is just part of his narrative, which obviously he hates us and wants to attack us at any turn?
Sure.
And we do the same thing, but if it's not because we just we have this thing out for Brett Keane, it's just like he says all this ridiculous shit and he doesn't even know what he's talking about. He doesn't even actually do research and watch the videos he's going to comment on. Like, he probably just grabbed this video and didn't even watch it.
It sounds like he did not. But, that's what I'm saying. You don't know if he didn't watch it or if, it just doesn't get through.
Well, he made it sound like he thought AIU was actually on our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's very confusing because, he was not on our show.
No.
Atheism is Unstoppable, the links to the various clips of the amazing atheist clearly showing that he is a racist.
Oh, okay, yeah,
which is kind of funny because it goes...
Clearly showing that I'm a racist? You have nothing clearly showing that I'm a racist.
You're racist, TJ. You're racist. $9.99, you're racist. God, you're racist.
Why $9.99?
$9.99, you're racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes along with Mr. Unstoppable's theory on them being of white guilt and shame, and that they're actually pretenders, which I find fascinating that he said throughout his videos, including this one.
Yeah, coming from the guy
hey guys,
who's
we're
pretending
racist.
to be a Christian.
We're racist because TJ made some comments. We're all just racist.
Yeah, which, we don't even know the context of those comments.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. You're racist. You said those words. Why would you say those words if you're not a racist, TJ? Come on, Brett Keane's destroyed us. We're all, and even though me and Ben did not say those things, we're also just now racist.
Yep.
Just magically.
Everyone's racist.
One of the things that I wonder, though, is in his name, it implies that atheism isn't unstoppable. Well, I hope for his sake that is not the case. Because if atheism is unstoppable, then this poor kangaroo, as he likes to represent himself as, is in serious trouble.
Yeah, but you're not witty. Stop trying.
You see, there's literally thousands of atheists out there now who are at this very moment editing and cutting videos and trying to make this guy look like a complete and utter piece of trash. They have made him out to look like a racist. They've made him out to look like all kinds of different things.
Right.
Just
they have
so
the right to opinion.
Wait a minute. So Brett Keane, the king of making sniping ass videos, has a problem with that? I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, why would you care? I mean, you should totally support that. We support your right to make videos. We don't like you or agree with you pretty much anything. But I'm not sitting there like, how dare you insult me, Brett Keane? Don't make a video criticizing the Drunken Peasants. I don't give a fuck. You can make 1,000 videos criticizing us. Who gives a shit?
Not me. In fact, it's just more fodder for the show, which is probably why he continues to make them.
Right.
Oh, of course.
They could get people to donate money to their Patreon accounts and buy their T-shirts. Atheists publicly and
please do. Yeah, Brett, you think we're ashamed of what we do? Oh, we're so ashamed, Brett. You got me. I'm so ashamed, you fat tub of shit. Look at me. I'm crying on the inside.
Mean, Scotty.
Fuck this guy. This guy's a
Why are
fucking
you
liar
so
and a
mean?
fraud. Because he's a piece of garbage.
He's not, Scotty. Brett Keane is an intelligent individual.
Brett Keane fucking thinks I'm going to sit here and take his shit. It's like, okay, you know what, Brett Keane? I challenge you to a running around the block contest. Whoever wins is just automatically fucking right about every other debate we ever have in our lives. Ready? Let's do it.
Embarrassing each other just so they can get fame and celebrity and notoriety on the internet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because you're not interested in that, Brett Keane.
The lack of, I mean, like, that's what you are. You're talking about your fucking self. You are talking about you. The only thing you're pissed about is that we're better at it.
Yeah.
So Mr. Atheism is Unstoppable, according to this channel, has about 10,000 subscribers, and his other channels seem like he's having a
How many do you
modicum
have,
amount
Brett?
of
Why do you
success.
always hide how many you have?
11. Probably like 200 something.
Although a lot of his videos are being downrated and he's getting constant insults and threats and nasty insinuations from the fan base of the Amazing Atheist. Who is,
Yeah, his fan base has not exactly been nice to me. I would say they've been more vocal. In fact, I've seen my fans approach him and be really nice and reasonable and just ask him to defend his positions a little bit or explain or clarify certain remarks. And his immediate response is pretty much always, fuck you, blocked, fuck you, blocked, fuck you, blocked.
Yep.
I haven't blocked one of his little stupid fanboys, even when they're fucking like, you should be killed. It's like, okay, that's how you feel. I appreciate you stopping by and letting me know.
running into about 1 million subscribers at this point. I guess atheists like people like the Amazing Atheist who are hypocrites, who are clearly racial by just checking out the
I do have a race. That is true.
videos, as opposed to the Unstoppable guy. So I wonder, I'm just curious, is Mr. Atheism Unstoppable? Is he a coward? Is he stupid? Why would he defend or stand up for a group that is clearly trying to wipe him off of the map?
Most of the people who support him are also atheists.
We're trying to wipe him off
I don't know
the
if
map.
you're aware of this or not, Brett, but like, you know how there's like different denominations of Christianity and like they don't all necessarily agree with each other on everything? The same is true of atheists. In fact, it's more true of atheists because there's no defined dogma or structure. So you could have atheists in every political
There's a
bent.
religion.
You know, you can have atheists of many, like almost every other ideological position you can hold that's not pertaining to religion. Atheists can hold those views.
It's a religion.
I even know pro-life atheists.
Nope.
Which doesn't even make
Religion.
fucking sense, really, but they exist.
Religion.
So, I mean, like, you know, atheism doesn't have some ideological purity test, and the groups who try to make it have that, like Atheism Plus, are pretty much rejected wholesale.
And I'm sure Brett knows about that. Atheism Plus.
I'm not confident that Brett knows anything.
TJ, look, Brett Keane and many theists have said it before, or God believers, whatever you want to call them. Atheism is a religion.
Of course.
You know, I mean, there's no evidence to back that up, but the assertion has been made. And can you deny, TJ, that that's definitely an assertion? Can you deny that?
Yeah, it's an assertion.
They're right.
Wow.
Game over.
All right.
YouTube. You see, for forever on YouTube, as long as
I think we're done with Brett Keane.
All right, we'll move on.
We love you, Brett, but not your family. Your family's garbage.
All right, next one is Patrick Coleman, The Secret War on Shamanism.
Oh, man, it's been a while.
It's been a
I'm
while.
a healer and a helper, and this is my shaman life.
What?
Hello, my name is Patrick John Coleman, and
Wow.
I'm a shaman in Chicago, Illinois. And the
shaman?
title of this video is...
You know what? I'll give him
Beast.
one thing. I've never met anyone like, hi, I'm, whatever, Greg, and I'm a shaman. Like, oh, okay. He just says as a matter of fact, I'm a shaman.
Yeah.
All right.
This is like we've had this guy like on the show.
Wasn't it a long time ago?
Yeah,
though?
it was a while.
Yeah, so I barely remember. I just remember like he left abruptly, and we're like,
You weren't even here, I don't think.
No, I wasn't. But I remember you guys telling me he just left abruptly.
He
like,
did.
just
After
all of a
like
sudden.
15 minutes, he's like, the cops are here, gotta go. It's like, okay. Bye, Patrick. He's a shaman. You know, aliens. The first time he ever came to our attention was when he talked about this visit he had from a reptilian.
From reptilians.
Oh, okay, I do remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Secret war on shamanism. Okay, so as a shaman awakened in Chicago, Illinois, I've gone through the shamanic initiation, the training, the death.
Does it matter when you become a shaman? 'Cause he was bringing up, I'm from Chicago. Is like, is there a different standard of like you're a Los Angeles shaman? You know, it's different. If you're a British shaman, there's different requirements. There's different testing. You know, how do you become a shaman in different places? Because he keeps mentioning Chicago, so that must be relevant.
I don't know. That's where this event happened to him.
Oh, okay.
Where he switched souls. Oh, he'll explain it.
Okay, I'll let it go.
But a situation happened to me where I explained it in my last video, my shamanic journey, where I was placed in a mental hospital against my will.
That is bullshit.
What?
That is bullshit.
Say it is not so.
I cannot believe that someone like Patrick Coleman, who is visited by reptilian beings in the night, and who thinks the police are after him, and who thinks that he's being persecuted by supernatural forces, I can't believe they would put a guy like that, a shaman, into a mental hospital. That is crazy.
That's crazy. He's not crazy, but that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That just shows that society is the one that belongs in the mental hospital.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For being a shaman, for my religion, which is shamanism.
Is that what they're calling schizophrenia these days?
Shamanism. No, it's shamanism. Dude, he switches souls, if he needs to.
I remember the one
Can you do
time,
that?
the first time we played his video, someone called him Gay Dusty.
Gay Dusty?
Yeah.
Gay Dusty. I don't really see it too
No,
much,
I don't
but,
see it
you know,
either.
maybe a little. To me, he with that mustache, he reminds me more of like a skinny Hulk Hogan who's like
Gay?
Gay, yeah. But didn't he deny being gay? Or did he?
Oh, no. This guy does not deny being gay.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
The West.
He's actually.
You think he's a top or a bottom?
I don't know. He's actually a MGTOW though, which is interesting because he's
That's
gay.
pointless. Yeah, you don't need. You're already there. You don't. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need to swear off women when you're not even interested in women.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. But okay.
What they consider shamanism, they consider you schizophrenic. But after it was proven that I was not schizophrenic, I was in sound mind, that I had no serious mental illness, I was.
How was that proven, and who proved it, and to who?
He said in the mental institution, and that's why they let him go.
They made a mistake.
Yeah, I think there was an error.
They need to. Something got misfiled.
Yeah, they switched some files, like.
Right now, there's some totally sane guy in the fucking mental institution. They think he's schizophrenic.
Was released from the mental hospital and cleared of all mental illness. And
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I seriously did.
They don't put you in a mental hospital and just go, you know what, Patrick? You're just totally clear. This has been a big misunderstanding. Really sorry about that. Sorry to confine you against your will and deprive you of your liberties and everything. So it's really big. We're really sorry. Big sorry. Bye. That's not what happened.
Patrick, when you were caught in the streets flinging your shit at passersby, we thought you were crazy, but now it's clear that it was just part of your religion. So
yeah,
you're
big
free to go.
misunderstanding.
You're
Come
free
on.
to go.
Interesting thing about this is that there seems to be a war on shamanism because
Yeah, we hear about the war on Christmas and all different types of wars against religious stuff. But secretly, there's actually a war on shamanism.
A war on shamanism.
That's the only legit war there is. Even the war in Iraq was bullshit compared to the war on shamanism. Shamans have been persecuted for too fucking long. Maybe it's time I finally come clean, guys. I, too, am a shaman.
You are?
Yes.
How can you be a shaman and worship Evan LaFlavor at the same time?
I'm a shaman in his name.
Oh, okay.
I'm a shaman of Evan LaFlavor.
You had to think about that one for a moment there.
Yeah, well, I just thought the question was so ridiculous because obviously I'm a shaman of Evan Lefevre. But, you know, he's the one true God, and I am one of his prophets.
Hey, TJ, I have some really good news. But
No.
I have some really good news, TJ. But we'll talk about it after the break.
Okay, fine. Piece of shit.
I think he already knows what it is.
Yeah, I already know what it is.
Fuck you, TJ, you piece of fucking shit.
Fucking sproul.
Continue on.
Yeah.
The pharmaceutical companies and psychiatrists have said that what shamans go through are delusions or hallucinations, that the shamanic sickness is simply delusions. But so what they're doing is that they're imprisoning shamans to be. They're imprisoning awakening shamans by calling what they're going through is not real. However, in other...
Yeah, that's the problem, man.
You know,
it's a war.
Some person starts seeing like visions of like shit, and you know that's not there. Everyone just assumes they're crazy, but actually they're fucking shamans.
You know, and it's so easy. I mean, look, there's been a war on drugs, a war on terror, a war on almost everything, a war on poverty. And I mean, I don't think we ever stopped to really think about it. I mean, the war on shamans is affecting people's lives every day.
Maybe we should change the name of the segment from Crazy.
Where's the documentary for shamans?
To Shaman.
Where's the voice for the shamans, TJ?
I can get this guy to come back on sometime too. The last time he was carted away by men in white coats at the end of our.
I want to hear more about the war on shamanism, man.
I know, yeah.
Serious subject.
We can figure it out.
I wonder if that's Obama that's pulling the strings there, or who's
the Illuminati. Who is it? The Jesuits?
Yeah, we got to we got
Catholic Church
dig on this issue.
Yeah, where is it? Who is
their
stopping
cultures
this? Buddhists?
And in
Probably
other
the Buddhists.
societies and shamanistic cultures, the visions, the experiences, the things that shamans to be go through are considered very real, and in fact have helped
considered
these
to
cultures.
be real.
You know, that actually is accurate. A lot of cultures have regarded like crazy people as being touched by God.
Sure, because they lack any other
That was
explanation.
how Rasputin rose to power back in the day, despite his mental deficiencies.
Yeah, when there's no rational explanations for people to have, they obviously will invent something. Oh, well, you know.
Well, he was
God
able to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, through hypnosis.
Yeah.
Because the czars had like the hemophiliac, they had some like trait in their family where the people were.
Oh, a lot of the royal families in Europe had that because of
incest. Incest, recessive genes.
Yep. Good old-fashioned family fucking.
Family fucking.
Exists for thousands of years, way longer than modern psychiatry. Psychiatry is kind of missing the point.
So it's existed longer than psychiatry, therefore it's more
I know the history of psychiatry, TJ. You do
much
not.
like alchemy is more relevant than chemistry because it predates
It did
chemistry.
predate it. Look, TJ.
I'm older than both you guys, so therefore I'm always right with everything I say.
Shit, you're
and
right.
You're always wrong.
Yep, that's true.
I think you actually do operate on that logic, Ben.
Well, I'm right.
Dude, Newton wrote a lot
I'm
about
oldest.
alchemy. I mean, look.
Can't deny it.
He realized, you know.
So that makes you that means
many
you're always
Newtonian
wrong,
mechanics,
Scotty.
TJ. Yeah, but dude, Isaac Newton fucking realized this shit.
Man, that dude, you know, he was alive a long time ago, so he's like really
He's
old.
really old and really smart. And you know all about alchemy. Come on. Gold, I mean, from like lead into gold.
Yeah, and you know, we make tires out of rubber now when clearly the stone tire never should have been taken out of, vogue, man.
Why do we even
That
have
would
cars?
get worse.
Horses.
Yeah, I mean, horses came before the car, and walking came before the horse.
Yeah, I mean...
And crawling on all fours and climbing through trees and shit came before walking, so, man...
Multi-cells, you know, shit, there's just...
In fact, if you go
What's
back
wrong?
far enough, there's not even a universe, so really, non-existence is superior to existence because it came first.
Yeah.
Wow. We discovered something here today.
About mental
Shamanism,
illness and what
dude.
mental illness really is.
gotta think.
Mental illness is simply people waking up to their own true self.
No.
Yeah, you become your true self.
Incorrect.
No. That's
Yeah.
wishful thinking.
Yeah, not many people. I mean, like obviously you suffer from mental illness, and
Clearly.
this has become your defense mechanism. But most people who suffer from mental illness do not view it as like, wow, it's the true me that wants to sit here and you know fucking count how many times I lock and unlock the door each night before I that's my true expression of how I want to be. Oh, yeah, and I'm up till 3 in the morning cleaning the kitchen, even though it's already spotless, because that's my true self. It's like, no, that's not. You're wrong, and you're stupid. But you're crazy, so I can't really blame you too much.
If you're depressed about something, change your life. You won't be depressed anymore. Bipolar disorder is simply something going on in your life. You're not living your best life.
Okay.
Psychiatrists have it wrong, and psychiatrists...
Vague, things like, you just got to try harder, so that's not going to solve mental illness, Patrick. That's not how it works. Just change your life. And
hey, he overcame it.
Clearly not.
Yeah, I know.
He's an example of why. He's an example of why you don't self-diagnose yourself.
He seems pretty functional, except for his views,
his out there beliefs.
Yeah.
They're not
but
grounded in reality.
he's not a danger to anyone or anything like that. So.
I mean, I don't know that for sure.
Yeah,
but, he doesn't
I won't go
seem
that
to
far, but he doesn't seem like a major threat.
He used to have this hotline, but I think he disconnected it after he was on our show. I think he may have gotten a bunch of calls on it.
Well, there were people interested in his shamanic skills.
Yeah.
We want a shaman. That's what people are hungry for these days. A shaman. A leader.
Yeah, Patrick Coleman has a Twitter, everyone, if you want to tweet him about shaman stuff and ask him shaman questions.
Yeah, use his wisdom. Utilize this man's wisdom. You got a shaman here, folks.
Tell him you'd like him to come on the show. He can do some shaman shit.
Yeah,
whatever that is.
We won't even make fun of him this time. We just want to know more about shamanism.
We didn't even really make fun of him last time. We were just kind of like, oh, well, that's really weird what you just said.
Because it was.
Yeah.
Have formed an alliance with the pharmaceutical industry to provide drugs to people who have imaginary illnesses. The diagnoses that psychiatrists have come up with are completely false. They're completely...
All right, I'm going to get yeah.
They're illusions.
It's diagnoses. Yeah.
They don't exist. Anyone at any time can exhibit the signs of a mental illness. People go through shit in life. They lose a loved one. They lose a job.
Okay, yeah, but when someone starts acting crazy after they lost a loved one, people figure, wow, that's because they're going through a difficult time. When someone just goes crazy out of nowhere, or they go crazy after the death of the loved one, but they're still crazy months or years later, then it's cause for concern.
Yeah, if there's a stimulus or a catalyst, obviously if it's you wake up and hear the news your family was in a horrific car crash and they're all dead, and then you go into deep depression, no one's going to be like, I wonder why he's in a deep depression.
What's wrong with him?
Whereas if you live a seemingly normal life and seem to be well adjusted, and then you go home and you're like, I want to kill myself, that's cause for concern.
He didn't even care about the season finale of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's gone. America's Got Talent. Yeah.
I'm relevant.
They do watch. You know what? I just all I had to do was think what does Steve watch?
Oh God!
And then I was like, yeah, that's what's topical and relevant. That's what Americans are rotting their fucking brains out on. Not like this show. We bring you highbrow quality entertainment.
Lose a limb. They lose everything. They get in a disaster. They get sick. And in ancient cultures, what they would do is they would take these people to the shaman, and the shaman would heal and cure them. But
Okay, and then the reason that was replaced by a modern medical technology is because it works better.
Demonstrably.
The shaman, that might have been the best you could do in ancient times before modern technology, but, if I have a choice, if someone tells me, TJ, you have AIDS, I'm going to go to a fucking doctor. I'm not going to go to the shaman and be like,
help my AIDS go away, Mr. Shaman?
Lay your hands upon me and take away mine AIDS.
Shamans were also the ones responsible for things like, if you rape a baby, it'll cure your disease. Shit like that.
Yeah, that happens in Africa.
That's what I'm saying. Shamans say crazy shit because people want to cure these things that are ailing them, but have no idea really why that is. They're just like, okay, we gotta trust this person. It's just based on total ignorance of anything scientific or medical at all. Even realizing your own basic physiology.
It's like those hucksters that would like pull supposedly like malignant shit out of your body, but they're just palming it in their hands and then pretending to pull it out of you.
Yeah.
But people would be like, wow, surgeons that don't need to cut you, they just use like psychic vibration-y shit. Magic.
Today's society, what we do is we throw these people into a mental hospital when they have just a temporary condition. They must awaken to spirit.
Okay, yeah, a lot of times when people are thrown in mental hospitals, it's because they're, you know, like suicidal and shit.
Yeah, and the goal is often not to keep them there for the rest of their lives, but to hopefully release them. It's not like they're thrown in there and it's like, lock them up and throw away the key. I mean, unfortunately, some people are cases like that where they'll never get better, they'll never be able to adjust to society. But, I mean, I think the goal with most people is they are going through an episode, and hopefully there's something you can do to, you know, help them feel better.
Right. So, I mean, that's like what they're there for, is like to protect those people.
In our society, by the way, it's woefully underfunded.
Yes.
And
a lot of times they're like sources of Christian propaganda too.
Yeah. You know, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous, you know, surrender yourself to a higher power. So it's basically don't take responsibility. Ultimately, you have to blame someone else. Oh, the magical sky god needs to help me, and I just surrender to him first, and then I'll solve my problems.
I pledge allegiance to God.
To the flag situation.
You know, when me and Scotty, we went to some Christian recital thing once.
Oh, my God.
And,
how long ago was this?
Years ago. Maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
This little, like, our step niece or some shit, she was having this Christian recital, and they did 3 pledges. First, they pledged allegiance to the flag, and then they pledged allegiance to, like, President Bush, and then they pledged allegiance to Jesus and the Bible.
Yeah, Jesus and the Bible.
Holy fucking shit.
It was terrifying.
You know, I don't think they pledged allegiance to George W. Bush. I think they pledged allegiance to Jesus, but they did it, they referenced George W. Bush in the pledge. Like, he was part of the Jesus
yeah, he was so
package or
wonderful
some
to
shit.
them because he was an evangelical Christian. So, he was the greatest thing to those people.
Which basically meant all he had to do was say he was an evangelical Christian.
That's all you got to do.
Oh, that's all you have to do. You know, some cursory shit like I'm against abortion, you know, which are Republican positions anyway, so it's not even like a big deal.
That's all Donald Trump is doing right now. Yeah, they asked about his religion. He's like, yeah, I'm Presbyterian or something.
Yeah, I'm like...
He was like totally dismissive.
I'm a Christian. That's all.
He's obviously not very religious.
He doesn't give a fuck about religion. He wants to win, just like Hillary. He wants to win.
So he'll probably start adding some more religious shit to his repertoire as time goes on to like keep that base happy.
Yeah, and if you're subscribed to the Amazing Atheist, we're gonna have a Donald Trump video coming out in a few days. So
yep,
look out for that.
What's it gonna be, Scotty?
They'll have to find out.
What's it gonna be?
Tune in and find out.
Oh man,
you know what it's gonna be, TJ.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I'm in suspense.
Then you're in suspense too, then.
So do you guys want to take a break? Is it time for that?
No, not really.
No, it's not
okay.
time. Nope.
Let's keep going.
I'm watching it.
Sweet. So should I keep going with this, or are we gonna go move on?
Sure.
Let's move on.
You want to move on?
I think we've.
I mean, we can. Let's give it another. Maybe he might say something.
Oh, he's just saying the same thing.
All right,
must awaken to their true self, and they will be healed. That is all shamanism is. So
yeah, you're right. He's just saying the same.
He's a broken record at this point. We've already.
By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed the show and you're glad that we got everything working, please give the video a thumbs up. We got about 3,000 people watching right now.
Come on,
thumbs up the fucking video.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. We deserve it because we went through some shit to get the show started tonight.
Yeah.
We're real Americans. Come on.
Seriously, beyond our control.
Beyond our control.
If you love John Cena, please give this show a thumbs up. Come on. Thumbs up for
90% of the time when shit goes
thumbs
wrong,
up for John Cena.
It is not our fault. It is like some other forces out there in the universe fucking with us.
Nah.
Yeah, one of them is called Windows Update.
Yes.
Don't blame Windows. Windows has never given you any problem.
No, never.
Windows.
Never once. Not even one time.
Microsoft is Q.
It's Q.
Bill Gates.
Let's
is
see.
You know, a total aside. Fuck you, Windows 10.
Fuck you, Windows 10.
Every fucking Windows computer I see now, it's not around Windows 10. Is like update to Windows 10, update to Windows 10. It's like, no, I don't want fucking Microsoft completely spying on me more than they already do.
So out of our 3,000 viewers, we only have 1,100 thumbs up.
Only 1,100.
Oh, now 1,200.
I don't think we can do any more until we get 1,500. I think we'll just have to stare at the fucking cameras. Nothing else gonna happen, guys. Till I see 1,500 fucking likes. Do you agree, TJ? Yep. There's a bug on your ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's interesting.
That's cool.
What kind of bug is it? Oh, is it a spider?
All right, 1,500.
Oh, 1,500. Okay,
Yep.
cool. We're back.
Thanks, everybody.
We're back, bitches.
All right, so
I was hoping they wouldn't do it and I could go home.
here's Alex Jones.
This isn't still the crazy person segment, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
This is the truth segment. Come on.
So is Alex Jones interviewing someone crazy? Because
Alex Jones is
article up on
clearly he's not
Infowars.com from
crazy.
yesterday's interview, and the video from yesterday's interview with Rappaport is posted there. Very important to get this out to people and break the block.
CDC whistleblower goes further.
Oh,
Mercury
my
causes
God.
autism.
Thimerosal bullshit back again for the 1 millionth time.
Mercury causes
Why did we remove thimerosal from vaccines? Because it causes autism. See, this is the problem when you give in to crazy. When you give in to crazy, this is what you get. You fucking fuel their bullshit of delusions of, oh, they understand medical science far better than scientists and doctors, and we just understand it, and there's this big establishment, and they're evil and big and shadowy, and they just want to give our kids autism to control them and destroy our children.
Yeah, because people with autism are way more controllable.
Oh, yeah, completely.
Cade and Dinosaur Media, state-run media, that
Dinosaur Media.
Recently retired.
You know, the funny thing is he's always shit-talking the media, but he always, every time one of his bullshit stories has any sort of, like, mainstream source to it, he's always like, mainstream source, see? See? And then you go read the mainstream source, and he's, like, totally misreading what the article is about.
Well, it's clearly a case of confirmation bias. It's like anytime they agree with him or says anything that along the lines of that he can even twist it and to make it seem like they agree with him, he jumps on it.
Of course.
CDC scientist who co-authored the big study says it's a fraud that they know vaccines are linked directly to massive increases in autism, a triple-fold in their study in boys.
Wow.
Because the blood-brain barrier is not as strong on boys as it is on girls. Now,
well, if there's evidence of that,
were ordered to
he
put out a
just
fake
came out
study.
with it. Oh, they were ordered to do it. Okay, so basically you're saying that these scientists have no ethics or scruples, and it's like, we know this is causing autism, but we still have to do it because...
And no one else in all of science, in every laboratory, like, they've just bought them all across the
they bought
entire
everyone.
board. They've bought the entire medical establishment.
Entirely.
Not one single ethical person other than this one guy has come forward.
Yes.
To say, you know what? This is the truth.
And I mean, even if one study did say this, that doesn't prove anything. That's just one study.
But the study was suppressed because it...
Oh, of course.
Because, you know, reasons.
And we even have the 2000 document that came out in 2004 when it was the roundtable meeting, a board meeting of the CDC with all the scientists. This was on ABC News. You can look it up. And they said, oh, my God. And by the way, this was leaked, and this actually made it in mainstream news. It was devastating for the globalists. And they literally were in there saying, oh, my gosh, you know, don't give this to your grandkids. I'm going to tell my daughter, don't give it to my grandson. Millions have been harmed by this. The whole government will
because you know
fall.
what? The diseases that these vaccines prevented, they never harmed a single person. Thank you, Alex Jones, for encouraging people to spread disease. You're a wonderful human being. You know, I'm sure when these kids die from these diseases, you can sleep well at night knowing you profited from it. Telling people total nonsense, that's really wonderful. What a great human being we have in front of us.
It's funny because we were talking about this earlier.
Okay, but
and Scotty said it pisses him off a lot, so I picked this video.
Yeah, this has been studied to death, all right? There have been not like one or two studies on this. There have been a shit ton. And none...
It's been used
except for that
successfully.
Yeah, but the only fucking study that ever found anything was that first
the Wakefield study.
The Wakefield study. Scotty knows more about it than me. He should probably go take this baton.
Basically, this guy named Andrew Wakefield did a study for, like, a law firm, pretty much, for people who wanted to sue, like, pharmaceutical companies. And that was the study. That was who was funding this study. He was fucking removed. He can no longer practice medicine. The study was found to be falsified. He was totally discredited. The study's been totally discredited. And people still grab this because they say, well, you know, Pfizer and Lilly and all these big companies really wanted to suppress the study. So actually he was telling the truth, but it was suppressed. That's always the lines. he was suppressed. These studies are suppressed. And they know it causes autism. They're just trying to suppress it.
To what end?
So they can keep making money.
Scotty is gone.
I'm gone. Well, that's the line of reasoning. It's always that, oh, there's so much money to be lost, and we need to ban all vaccines. Or people say, okay, well, maybe we can have some vaccines, but they have to be really spread out over a long period of time to make sure there's no harmful effects.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, look, dude, there's literally people that refuse to get vitamin K shots for their newborns who come back with internal bleeding because the hospital's like, this is not even a vaccine, this is just a vitamin, and they're like, no. We don't want that. Even though this has been researched and shown to be safe and given to tons and tons of newborns, probably millions of newborns every year in the United States and around the world, and shown to be totally safe, the efficacy is unquestionable. They still are like, no, I don't want this foreign weird substance in my child. And they're spreading disease. They're making their kids sick, all for their crazy beliefs. There's no rational reason to believe this. And everyone you'll come to who argues, and oh yeah, there is. Well, my son has autism, or my daughter. It's always an emotional appeal, and you should feel bad because they suffer from this. And you know what? Vaccines do cause harm, but there's specific court systems set up to deal with them in the United States. I can't speak to other countries. And do vaccines cause harm? Sure, some vaccines do cause harm. Is that we need to throw out? It's basically like, do we need to throw them out entirely? It's like, throw the baby out with the bathwater. No, it's a bad idea. And disease is spreading right now, and you can go and look at it. Even if you don't believe me, you don't want to take my word for it, go and look right now. These diseases are resurging. And they're in the states where people are not vaccinating their fucking kids. They're idiots.
You're mad. I can tell you're getting mad.
Autism. He's got the autism because he was vaccinated.
I say.
He's on one of his autistic fits.
I'm on an autistic fit now.
Yes.
Okay.
You should never have vaccinated him as a kid. Now he's got the oh hell yeah tism.
Oh hell yeah tism. Oh my god.
Strangely enough, I have a lot of autistic viewers. So I gotta compliment.
Strange, isn't it?
Yes, it is strange. It's very strange.
Everybody in Europe were like, "Is TJ autistic?" We really questioned that because of the things he would do. Like he just totally wander away from us. Like
the rocking is a big one too.
Like we're walking down the street and me and Ben are like, "Where are we supposed to be going?" And we stop and then like TJ hold up and we'd look up ahead like and TJ would just he'd be down the block like okay.
I can't help I'm faster.
It's not about being faster. We're trying to find a place. We're in a foreign country.
I'm faster than y'all.
Oh, okay, he's just fucking speeding Gonzalez. She just fucking
already knew
down the
where
street.
I was going.
No, you didn't.
I know those cities.
Dude, you were totally clueless.
Hand.
I don't think you navigated one place in Europe.
I was just letting you guys.
Besides, like somewhere
important.
like downstairs to fucking cafeteria or something.
All right, keep playing.
Like
more.
in the same building.
All if this is known. In fact, I'm going to do a report. I want to have my research crew repull the 2004 ABC News.
What do you use? Like fucking the scope, fucking shitty blogs?
ABC New. I forget the exact headline. It's something like you guys probably pull it up right now. Let me think of the exact headline. I went to do this yesterday.
What bullshit's a want is write the headline. Just make it up however you want, dude.
My own little brain. What was the exact headline?
This is called editing.
No, he does this shit
CDC
live, just like we do.
New vaccines were causing autism. CDC board new vaccine autism link ordered cover-up.
Just do a
and
Google
you read
search
the
for
transcript that was released up.
Yeah, are they just searching this into Google or what?
His crack research team.
See if anything I'm saying
made up of NASA scientists.
Of the meeting, that the secretary was there, copying down, taking dictation. And then you understand that was...
What, Scotty? Type in Pearl Harbor hoax.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think Pearl Harbor is a hoax, and I want to see if anything bolsters my claim.
I don't know. Let's see. Pearl.
False flag.
Harbor.
Hoax. Yeah, or false flag, too. That'll work.
Oh, it's the mother of all conspiracies, apparently.
Wow, yeah, see? See?
It was apparently a controlled demolition.
Yep. Yep, Pearl Harbor was a controlled demolition. Japanese had nothing to do with it.
Oh my God.
They were in Japan eating rice and shit, minding their own fucking business.
The Honolulu Advertiser dated November 30th, 1941, 1 week before Pearl Harbor, predicted the Japanese would attack.
Okay. So that means it was staged.
It was staged.
Some newspaper caught wind there was going to be an attack before there was one, so therefore, obvious bullshit.
Look, there's memos.
Probably just making it up to sell papers anyway.
FDR knew, TJ. He knew it was going to happen. He wanted the United States to send people to their death. So he said, let's let these 3,000 Americans die. Let's leave them woefully unprepared so we can enter the war.
Okay, so just pointing out, I pulled that out of my ass. Pearl Harbor hoax. I've not even heard those conspiracy theories before.
I'd heard them before. Actually, I had heard some about Pearl Harbor before.
Yeah, but I mean, there's
any event like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's always going to be some narrative in counterculture that's like, yeah, this happened. No, it didn't. 99.99% of the time, it didn't.
Yeah.
10 years ago. Well, actually, 14 years ago, but 10 years ago it came out. No one's gotten in trouble. They haven't stopped. They've added more vaccines they claim are compulsory, which aren't. Another lie, another hoax, another fraud. And they're now trying to make them mandatory. And now they push them on pregnant women. The inserts still say don't give any vaccines to a pregnant woman. But then instead of admitting they're killing everybody or maiming people, they just go, oh, there's no side effects, safe and effective, give it to pregnant women.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that with any drug there's no side effects. Well, I mean, you're delusional. If you buy a bottle of Tylenol, there's side effects listed. You know what I mean? Are you really going to say that pharmaceutical companies would say there's no side effects to something you put into your body? Oh, if you take a vaccine, there's no side effects. Every time I've ever had a vaccine or a shot, I've been told there's going to be side effects.
No, you haven't, Scotty.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't, you lying sack of shit. I'm going to start calling you Autism is Unstoppable, Scotty.
Go ahead.
In fact, in 2009, with the whole H1N1 hoax, I remember on the news saying...
Oh, another hoax.
What was H1N1? What was that really?
The swine flu.
No, but I mean, like, what was it really? If it was a hoax, you know, was it just making up? Was it actors?
Oh yeah, crisis actors, probably.
I'm sick.
He probably thinks SARS was something like some sort of conspiracy too.
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
Nothing happens just the way it actually happened.
No.
There's always some sort of story that we don't know. I think people like to think that they somehow figured things out, like they cracked the code.
Yeah,
you know.
Vigilant Christian. Vigilant Christian.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm not an actual expert on anything, so I'm just an expert in like the bullshit that I make.
Whoa! Alex Jones is an expert in hucksterism. Like, he's a great fucking shill and huckster for his fucking bullshit. You know, buy gold, buy survival kits. He's great at that.
Buy T-shirts.
Yeah, he's an expert at fucking
Even Glenn Beck sells the survival kits and the food rations and the fucking...
Man, maybe we should start scaring our audience so we can sell survival
The apocalypse is nigh. Buy the fucking Drunken Peasants survival kit.
Maybe we could just, like, start brewing our own beer and sell it as a survival kit.
Oh, pregnant women ought to take
Water will be dirty. This could be good to drink.
Yeah, because you need one of those like a hole in the head. You have any idea what that does to a pregnant woman? We've had medical doctors on the nightmares.
We do have holes in our head, by the way. Some of them are useful.
Yeah.
Not
we
in
do
this
need
case,
them.
No.
Yeah, Alex Jones,
They
not
know.
useful.
Any nurse, any doctor listening who graduated, 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and not 5 years ago, knows, yes, you never give pregnant women shots. But all the new ones go, no, you give extra. I mean, what a cult, man.
And it just turns the babies into liquid and they're inside them.
So you know what? If Alex Jones, when you have your eventual heart attack,
they come out like slush.
You know, and you collapse. Don't take you to a hospital. We'll take you to Patrick Coleman, some shamanism, some shaman help for you.
That's
buddy.
what you need. That'll cure what ails you.
Giving you some homeopathic treatments. Doing the best we can. Take this valerian root. It's going to cure all your everything that ails you.
That would actually be interesting. That's when we'll, if he gets like cancer or something, that's when we'll find out if he's a true believer in his bullshit. Because
Yeah, right.
He's either because if he actually does like I'm doing the homeopathic route, then we know like at least he believes this shit he's spewing.
Yeah, fucking right.
But I predict
this
that he
fucking
would go
weasel
to, like,
will go right away to the
top
best doctor.
Yeah, like the best doctor in the best place in the world.
Of course. This dude's all about the money. He's all about scaring people into giving him their fucking money.
State-run medicine, state-run media, state-run churches, state-run education, state-run. And who runs the state? The big mega banks. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Rockefeller Foundations, the Annenberg CPB Foundation, the Carnegie Endowment. And what are their goals? Go read their public goals. Worldwide planetary government force population reduction.
Sweet.
They start with you.
So we need to get this bombshell.
He's been saying this forever.
Well, they've been doing it forever. That's why the population just keeps on going down.
Yeah. It's not going up at all, right?
Declining at a rapid rate.
Just look at how it's trickled down.
But you know what,
down.
TJ? It's the long game. In 100 years, it'll be reduced to only the wealthy and their robots. Remember?
Yeah.
And they're robot slaves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course, they need slaves. They're not going to need people. That's why they want to push, artificial intelligence, man. Come on.
Article out to everybody. It's up on Infowars.com. I mean, you should print it off. You should send it to your friends and family.
Scotty,
that have
let's
kids,
get rich before
or
that
your daughter,
happens.
or your son who's having a
that's the
kid.
plan. We're going to be rich, so we'll be
I
ones
see pregnant women
spared.
in an elevator.
Can you guys
I see pregnant
donate to our
women at a
Patreon
grocery
so
store.
that we can be rich?
Yeah, we'll be spared the
so that we can be spared the horrible fucking depopulation future.
You guys will be dead, so just think about just giving your money to us.
If you guys give us all your money,
you live on in spirit.
You are entered into a raffle where you could potentially be one of our servants.
Yeah, great deal.
You will be spared the apocalypse.
Well, we each need a servant, so 3 people.
Yeah, 3 of you. If you donate all of your money to the Drunken Peasants Patreon right now,
yep,
you are eligible for a seat. Survive the apocalypse that the Illuminati elite have manufactured.
Yes.
Does Alex Jones use the Illuminati?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He absolutely does. Basically, most of Mario's
talking points,
come from Alex Jones. So
I thought it was Mark Dice that they came from, but I guess it just.
Oh, I think you watch them both.
In this country, you can just watch crazy trickle down.
Do you want to keep going with Alex Jones or move on?
We could listen to a little more of his babble. I think. No, you got it.
Is it done?
I don't know.
It must be done.
It's over.
All right, never mind.
Okay, we're going to move on. Next one here, we got G-Time Johnny, who's back making videos again. Actually, I was going to have him on tonight, but I guess a wildfire burnt down one of the cell towers in his area.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah.
That's kind of the price you pay when you live off the grid,
And he does.
When Galileo
I was hoping it would be a song.
10% of the population was literate. If you could sign your name, you were considered literate.
Oh, by the way, I want to mention something before I forget. There's a Church of Gale Facebook group, and G-Time Johnny's one of the admins of it.
Well, he loves every cell in her body.
That is beautiful.
I ship them.
Yeah, we got to get these two together. Fuck that marriage list, Gail. We have found your partner.
Yes. The man of your dreams. He's definitely not a Jesuit.
Nope.
No, you can safely say that.
In Galileo's day.
And Gail would love it out there. Look at that. It's beautiful.
84% of the population is literate. And to be literate, you must be under a recorded history spell. And tell me, Galileo was jailed by people under a recorded history spell. Well, 84% are now under the same spell. You have to be tough for the children like me. You move your finger and you model the internal communication, also known as multicellular communication. You think with earth objects and man objects.
You know, the next time we hang out with Lucy, we should watch some G-Time Johnny.
Sweet.
And I love
every cell of your body.
All right, and with inheritance.
Here's the word slave,
strict
Ben.
inheritance.
Maybe then we'll understand.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Earth object, and this clothes is a man object.
Ah.
You've got to draw the line of Galileo time, and then you will know strict inheritance. It's a hard thing to stand up to people with a recorded history spell. Tyranny is always more organized than freedom at first.
Man, you guys are totally under a recorded history spell. Fucking word slaves, unlike
You are
me.
a G-timer of the tech age. You think with earth objects and
Yeah.
man objects.
Look, it's my
and
man
you
object.
feel and you be one person, one body, multi-cell, internally.
Of your body.
I know you can do it, friends. You have to be brave. And, you know,
You gotta be
Galileo,
brave.
only 10% was literate. In our day, 84% is literate and under a recorded history spell. In fact, you know, I mean, all of those people that run the government, they live for the dead instead of the children. You have to be like, tough like me and live for the children. And
Yeah,
we'll give
I live
them
for the
world.
children.
And they'll protest.
TJ
and
really
they'll
lives for the
fight.
children.
Yeah, man.
But we have to get this message to the children that this is their world and they're more evolved
Stop
than
being word slaves, kids. If you're young and you're watching our show, stop being a word slave.
Stop living for the dead. Start living for the children.
The children.
The children.
Children are
The
actually smarter than adults,
children.
dude. Easily.
They're more evolved because they're more recent.
Yep.
You know?
Or we wouldn't be here. Because the strongest, you know what drives the recorded history spell?
No, what?
It's living for the dead.
Wow.
We would never even know about the dead without recorded history, my friend.
Oh.
You have to take back the native in you. We're all born thinking precise. You have to rise
So wait a
above.
minute. So he talks about other people living for the dead, yet he's flaunting something called Galileo time and like referencing the historical facts of Galileo.
Only to make you understand G-time.
Okay. Seems like G-Time Johnny is living for the dead too.
No, G-Time Johnny is
He's got
basically
a dead man
is a
right in his
prophet.
name. G stands for Galileo.
He is a prophet, TJ.
He's
and-
literally
and he can
repping the
only-
dead.
He can only teach you through your flawed means of understanding. You see what I'm saying?
He's literally repping.
No,
the
he's
dead.
not. No, he's not, TJ.
Yes.
He's only doing it so you can understand his message and be saved. Stop living for the dead. Start living for the children, TJ. You're brainwashed. You're a word slave.
I like the dead, dude.
You're a word slave. I'm sorry.
I've
You're-
always been a fan of like zombies.
You're under a
and
recorded
vampires.
history.
Recorded history.
Yeah, he's a slave to recorded history, Ben.
It needs us to exist, TJ. It needs us to exist.
We're like a society of necrophiliacs, man. All we do is just live for the
It
dead.
needs us to exist.
Like that ICP song, Cemetery Girl.
The lies and have intellectual honesty and not be a product of society.
Yeah!
Come on, break
Yeah.
the recorded history spell. You are no longer a word slave. In 2015, you have regained your earth native being. We're all born right, friends. You got to be tough for the children.
We're all
We
born
are
right.
G-timers of
That's
the tech
almost a
age.
summation of
I
what's
love
wrong
you.
with America.
That video, TJ. Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
Done.
Mic drop. You understand now. The cosmos has opened up
Yeah.
to you, and your third eye is open.
G-Time Johnny owns existence. The title for a video. He just owns it. It's done.
A classic, as always.
Today is September 4th.
What?
This is Pastor Ernest with Yahweh's Flat Earth.
Flat Earth children
My
kidnapped?
children, Apple and Praise, Apple is 6 and Praise is 13, have been kidnapped by the Department of Children and Families, or what they call DCF, and they are being held somewhere, we don't know where. The boys
Flat
are
Earth Christian children
presumably
kidnapped.
Yes. Kidnapped.
I don't think they were kidnapped. I think that if this is actually true, they were taken away from their parents because they have nonsensical, crazy beliefs.
Upon Yahweh's Flat Earth in Boston, Massachusetts area, where they were kidnapped by the DCF and several police officers. Just to let you know, you're going to watch a video where my children
If they're lawfully doing their job, it's not kidnapping.
It is kidnapping.
You know, I just noticed someone in the chat room said we need Brent Spiner on. You know, Brent Spiner's going to be in town this weekend.
But is it the real Brent Spiner?
It is. Well, it'd be cool enough just to get his clone.
Even his clone? Well, maybe.
I mean, at least we can track him down with a video camera and ask him some questions.
Yeah, we can ask him some questions. We'll try.
Yeah?
We don't know if the clone will cooperate or not.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Columbus Comic-Con.
were kidnapped in a $50,000 BMW.
I would say that if you name your kids Praise and Apple, they should be taken away.
That's almost as bad as Blanket. Blanket!
I'm Blanket!
Where are they taking the children? They're taking the children. Smile, gentlemen.
For those of you listening, he's basically just walking around his house with his camera, showing us
his
all
yard.
the cops. Yeah, he's walking around his yard. Or the periphery of his yard.
Yeah,
showing
the
us all
perimeter of his
cops
yard.
around and shit.
At nighttime right now, if the moon is out that high. How can the sun be in the same sky on a round Earth?
Because the world's flat.
The world's flat.
And NASA said they flew the moon, which is not true, and the world is round, it's not true, it's flat.
There you go, my man. Upon
It's
the
sad
flat Earth,
that
the only way
people in
that...
antiquity
Good job, my man.
figured this out. People in the Dark Ages, intellectuals then understood this. This has been understood for thousands of years. Your arguments are just totally bogus. They don't make any sense.
Scotty, the sun and the moon in the same sky. How'd that be possible if the Earth was round, man? Because it'd be, you would never know, but you wouldn't have that happen, man. That wouldn't even, because look, if it's round, you on, and the moon over here and the sun over here, they ain't never gonna be in the same place, man. One's always gonna be over here,
Joshua
you
could
totally
stop
convinced
the
me.
sun and the moon that we're looking at right now at the same time was upon the flat Earth, because the whole world saw it, and you wouldn't see the event on a round Earth.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Be
would,
sure to
right?
visit Yahweh'sFlatEarth.com.
Yeah, because, if the Earth is here and the sun is, here, and then the moon couldn't possibly be over here, doesn't make any sense. It couldn't be. It's impossible with a round Earth. Impossible.
Not to mention the photographic evidence we have from the International Space Station that basically is above.
Well, the Earth is a disk.
Orbits
around
the
Earth is a flat disk, Scotty. So of course it looks round from space, but it's not it's not a sphere. It's just a circle.
We also have mathematical equations to determine the circumference of the Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you can fiddle the fuck anything with math. You could make me. You could say that the fucking fish, can fly with math. And come up with some equation too to peddle some bullshit.
People have circumnavigated the globe.
No, Scotty. You believe any fucking thing. All they did was go around a country, and they thought, "Oh, we went around the world." No, you just went in an arc. That's all you did. You spearheads are ridiculous.
Okay. Had it going? I don't know.
Oh, that's how the Earth was like the cake, huh?
Yes.
Well, oh, I understand now.
Yeah. Oh, you just need some visual aid.
Okay, you know what? I'm convinced now.
Okay, then.
Wow. Oh, this is what they do for fun on the weekend.
Good time. They're holding a sign that says they're killing children in the neighborhood.
Okay, ready? Happy birthday
Okay, wait, hold
to
on.
you.
Did I miss the part where they killed his children? We can't play Happy Birthday, by the way. That is, like, trademarked as fuck.
That's weird.
Little babies, know that you are our heart, you're our life, and Father Yahweh is going to bring you home to us. We love you. Go to sleep at night and know that Mom is singing to you and Daddy's praying with you.
I get that this guy is, like, a lunatic, and he thinks the Earth is flat. But is that the reason why his kids were taken away?
Who knows?
It seems like he's not really disclosing the details of the situation itself.
I mean, without understanding why his kids were taken away, I can't really just decide. I mean, like, because, you know, obviously people are entitled to opinions that are out there.
His narrative, of course, is that it's because he's a flat earther.
You know,
and people are denying the truth.
I mean, that's silly. There's no one's. I don't think anyone's taking someone's kids away because they have an unconventional belief. Not in America. I think that it's far more likely that there was some other condition or reason that caused this to happen.
I mean, who knows?
But I mean, I don't know the details. I don't know the details. I'm speculating.
I would really trust a third-party source far more than this guy. So I mean, even if he listed a reason, it probably would just be his bogus reasonings for things.
Do you want to move on?
Sure.
Let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll pick up with a bunch more stuff when we come back from the break.
Okay.
See everybody soon.
Yeah.
Chord of C, then B flat.
Simple sex twister, that's how he fucked her as he stared into her eyes and he realized that she's baptized downtown, hobo on the ground. Says he got a probe, no, I got my chode. But no, that's sick. If I want a dick, I can get a dick. And I like the metal stick with the little drip drip. Without the knob on the top and all the stickiness. And I know the satisfaction of a man. Don't get me wrong, wires the eyes, and baby doesn't turn me on. Like when a man tries to beat me, take off my hobo clothes, and then he tries to feed me, cracking them out, putting them out, sexual sound, make scream out. Then I'll be the hobo unit friends, talk about standing in the street, getting bent over a vent, looking forward to the probing experience. Get the move, dude, use it for the back in action, stick it in and watch the hobo's ass contraction. Hobo, 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 anal, 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 probing, 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 hobo, anal, probing. Chillin' at home, watching the tube, sorting a boner for the killing of the hobos in the vicinity of the phone. Feeling good, looking out the window, looking down the alley for a dirty old hobo. Yeah, I like the anal probe and shoving like the dirty dozen. Says the ladies in the dress, baby's mama said it's cause make me feel like a hobo. Tie me down for anal probe and crossing over with blood running out my ass. Think it's funny, take a look, you fucking bust you in the nuts. Secure my lover, fucking dirty hobo dick. It's saucy like the sucker drip. Things why spike trip, the hobo probe with confidence, building up the mean or something. Lonely boy, just fucking hobo, 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 anal, 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 probing, 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 hobo, anal, probing. Fuck that, I ain't no cool bitch. I'm a hobo with two motherfucking fists. And feel that rim shot, big cock in your mouth, fuck, thinking master the anal probe. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 anal. Probing, 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 probing. Hobo, anal, probing. Tell me how to eat it right, how to save the flavor. All night with my peaches and cream on my body, I dream of you, girl. Tell me how to treat it right. I lick your pussy all night, and I am policing dreams with my face in your cream, with details to come. And I believe with your pussy, and I believe your pussy clean. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. Tell me how to stick it right, how to poke you in the pokey and feel tight, with my dick clean from your mouth servicing. Let's go, girl. And I believe your pussy. In your pussy. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I wanted to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll flick, flick, flick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. You know I'll wait for you to break your dawn. You know I'll wait by your window till the moon is undone. You know I'll wait by your back door down and scream until you come outside and see me while the kids are making flying in the sun. Well, I got my rights, I pay my bills, I got my know-how. When I never like to get my hands dirty, I got it all figured out. When I never play out the game with a chick, got to a change that bring me neither rich fucking no fame. Because I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Thinking I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Going to parties all night. The gates of barroom fight. Saying I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Saying I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. She said, let me tie you to the bed. When I agreed happily, I was getting a piece. And when she was done, she pulled out her penis. When I started to scream, but she seen at me. She shit on my chest and rubbed my dick with it. She said, bitch, you better watch his eyes, suck your cock clean. And with utter disgust, I was hard as fuck as she gobbled my novel with the shit still clinging to her chin as she started to begin. Eat my shit off my dick! And she started to moan like she was getting boned. She was a man, just a shitty man. I thought she could help me, set some of my demons free, until she made my ass bleed all night long. Till I pissed on her face just to mark my place, and she giggled and laughed like she was all horny.
I used to not shave very much. It was easier just to let my full beard grow in. Shaving was just this horrible experience for me. My face turned red with razor burn, and I would always nick myself. I thought I was just bad at shaving.
I thought you were into self-harm or something like that.
Yeah, but then I discovered Harry's, and I realized that I just needed a better quality blade.
Yeah, why pay $32 for an 8-pack of blades? It's half the price at Harry's, and with Harry's, you'll get a better shave that respects your skin and your wallet.
The starter set is a great deal. For $15,
I would say it's an amazing deal.
An amazing deal,
Yes.
You're wrong. For $15, you get a razor, moisturizing shave cream, and 3 razor blades. Yes, TJ, 3. And with the promo code PEASANTS, you can get $5 off of that great deal.
That's right. Go to harrys.com now, and Harry's will give you $5 off if you type in our coupon code PEASANTS with your first purchase. That's HARRYS.com, and enter the coupon code PEASANTS at your first checkout for $5 off, and start shaving better today.
Yeah, shave.
So it has been our first week of the FanDuel Listener League. We had 85 people sign up for our first week. We hope all you guys show up for week 2 as well. It's still $5 a play, and you could still win up to $75. I was in the league. I didn't quite make the top 20 that won something, but I was pretty close. I was actually ranked 6th at one point. But the most amazing thing to me was how much more invested I was in the game of football, just knowing that, you know, I'm playing this contest against so many other people, and you feel like you're really battling wits and trying to figure out who's going to do well in what circumstance, and it really added to my enjoyment of the game. And Scotty, I think you actually won some money on FanDuel.
Yeah, I entered like the Monday, it's called the 200K Monday NFL Rush. And I'm winning it's still going on, but I think right now I'm staying to win like $20 or $30.
Yeah, and you won some money from TJ too in a personal bet.
Yeah, in a personal bet. I said I would beat him on FanDuel, and I did. Darren Sproles came through, TJ, so you owe me $40.
Yay.
Yeah, and I didn't win anything. I didn't do very well at all. But luckily, it's a weekly thing.
Yep.
So someone even who's kind of a beginner like myself, I can experiment with different players each week until I kind of figure out what's going on.
And Ben will figure it out and beat us.
Yeah, and if you guys want to join our league, just like the 85 other people that did it last week, you can go to FanDuel.com and click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner and use our code DP and sign up now. It's a special offer for new users. Every $1 you deposit, FanDuel will match it with up to $200 that gets earned as you play. That's a bonus of up to $200. The offer is only good for the first 50 people that use the code DP today. Don't forget to use the code DP, FANDUEL.com, where every day is a new season.
Yeah!
FanDuel. And I beat you guys, so I'm happy. Like I didn't win any money in our league, but I fucking still beat you guys.
Look at this person here.
Yeah, that guy won like $90. That guy...
Send us your money.
Out of 15.
And his name is Jason Rules You Don't. And you can't even argue with him because he just won $90.
Only 2 people can argue with that.
He won more than the person who placed first. But
Yeah.
he had to spend more, too.
Yeah.
So right now, at least the last time we checked, we had 0 entries for this next week, so we'll be joining in soon to do it again. So if you want to join us, go to FanDuel.com/DP.
We're going to keep on playing. Hope to see you guys there again. Apparently, I think Jason Rules You Don't will be back at some easy money for him.
He made $90, so I don't see why he wouldn't.
There's no reason you guys can't be Jason Rules You Don't. Let's push his ass down the line. Let's push him under 20. So
I'm
going
to win next time. I was rushing my picks. What can I say?
Yeah, I didn't take my picks seriously enough. Next time, there's gonna be more strategizing.
Yeah, the minute there's a competition, you're just like, you know what? We were riding over here, Ben and TJ's like, man, I'm gonna destroy you guys. I'm gonna be studying shit. I'm gonna have like flow charts, like graphics. I'm gonna win. I'm like a fucking NFL head coach. I'm watching game film. Like, will he run for over 100 yards? You know, TJ said he's gonna crack the code. Basically,
The reason you know that's bullshit is because I have a girlfriend, and she won't even let that happen. So,
yeah, you have no chance.
Apparently, one of her past boyfriends was kind of obsessed with football, so even the mildest interest I show in it is like a concern.
Huh? Football? Are you all right?
Do you need to see a therapist?
Did you need a therapist?
Yep.
Oh, teacher.
All right.
I do. Got football addiction. Can't stop watching football. Football is my life. It's my life.
It is true for some people.
That's all I fucking have.
How to astral project.
Finally.
Whoa. So
we're still in the crazy people section.
Huh?
I don't know. Hi.
Hey.
Wax on, wax off to
All
you
excited.
too, sir.
Astral projection crash
guys, I'm
course.
with the Power Network. What I'm going to teach you today is an extremely cool skill.
Astral
I'm going to
projection.
teach you how to do something that most people would call supernatural.
Okay,
I'm going to teach
cool.
you something
We're gonna learn right
which
now.
I think personally should be taught in schools. I think
Astral projection should be taught in schools.
Yes.
Yes or no, gentlemen?
If it works, yes. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to see if it works. I'm
Scotty,
excited.
all right, everybody. Scotty is going to astral project right here before your very eyes.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
personally this should be taught instead of schools such as what's a imperative.
That's that part of the process.
Lesson we learn in school which we don't need to learn. Geography, we don't really need to learn that. However, it does come in handy if you're going to travel the world. But
no, you know, who needs that to travel the world when you can astral project?
Well, I'm excited to learn how to do it, TJ.
Kind of makes all other forms of travel obsolete.
learning French and Spanish while you're living in a country where you only speak English kind of doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so what this thing is, and if you're clicked on the link, if you're looking at the title, it says astral projection, right? It says astral travel. Now, what's the difference between astral travel and astral projection? Astral projection is when you project only a small part of your consciousness outside of your body. This is cool because you can do a lot of things like possession. You can see through other people's eyes, see what they're seeing. You can watch people all over the world. You can see what they're getting out to. And
sweet.
This is going to be a useful fucking skill, dude.
Man, I can't wait.
You've got astral travel when you take your entire
Teach him to
life
project
body
yourself
out of
into,
your
like, the
body
girls'
along with your
locker room or
consciousness,
something.
and you travel different
That's gonna be
dimensions
his
of
thing.
space. Because this is why, okay, guys.
So I know TJ's a pervert.
Reality isn't just this material, dense world that you see before your own eyes. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
dense.
This is just another side of reality.
Yeah, Yoda taught me that in The Empire Strikes Back.
Which vibrates from a different frequency, which our bodies have to be created in order to experience this world. So in order for you to experience reality on this material plane of existence, you need to create a body which manifests this physical appearance.
That's why I have a body.
Yes.
All that science and biological processes shit, that's all nonsense.
Correct.
Good. I always knew it was. So what are bacteria? Are they just like people who, you know, they couldn't quite get the body together yet? You know, they're just like, I'm just going to be a single-celled organism at first.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Well, I'm still waiting to learn how to do this, so... But
yeah, I mean, like, when is the lesson going to start? Enough fucking, you know, if you could teach people how to astral project and shit, you know, give us the goods. Come on. No one wants to hear this shit. We want to learn.
Yeah, I want to astral project. Come on.
Not only by your own mum and dad's genes, but by your soul self. Okay?
Right, soul self.
If
Gotcha.
you were to pop out
Okay.
your body, you would look slightly similar to what you look like today.
Uh-huh.
Now, I refrain after I teach you how to do this during this video, and if you're watching my other lessons on how to do other things such as astral projection when it's involved in these supernatural kind of things.
Yeah.
I refrain to you not to look in the mirror when you're out your body.
Okay.
Why? Because I've done this a few times and I've been shocked. There have been times when my head's been really long. There's been times where I look really flaccid and I just look really fat and blur. There have been times when my eyes have rolled back into my head and gone all kinds of weird. Okay, so you want to look out for that. You don't want to. After I teach you, don't look in mirrors. Just stay away from mirrors.
Okay. Still waiting on that after he teaches us, but...
Yeah, don't look in mirrors, because you'll look all jacked up, you know?
Okay, well, I'm not looking in the mirror, so I already have that
Yeah,
down.
there's no mirrors here. I guess there's a monitor I'm looking at myself on.
What else? If you're a negative person, if you're a dark person, if you suffer from some sort of mental disease where you're constantly putting yourself down, if you're a fear-based person where you're scared of everything, this isn't for you.
Sorry, TJ.
Because where
you're out of this, man.
your mind goes, the energy flows. If you're negative person and you want to pop out your body, you're going to go to negative places. You want to go to realms that are very freaky, where there are things such as what people call demons.
Sweet.
You know, a realm of demons.
Why the
dude.
fuck would I not want to go to a realm of demons? That sounds awesome.
It's not, TJ.
Okay.
It's dark and terrible, and you'll be filled with suffering, buddy.
So basically he's saying that these realms that you go to that actually exist are influenced by your personal character. It's almost like as if they're being made up by the person who's experiencing them. Huh.
No.
Entities which literally feed off negative energy, because you're a light source, you're an energy source. Whatever frequency you choose to decide to change your frequency to, other people can choose.
People are like radios.
Yeah, there's... Oh, okay, I like this one.
Yeah.
To feed off that if they eat that sort of energy, which most dark beings do, such as people often get confused with the Grim Reapers, but really they're not Grim Reapers, they're actually shadow people.
Oh, shadow people.
Right,
course.
so much more plausible than Grim Reapers, come on.
Obviously.
Grim Reapers, that's fairy tale shit. They're shadow people.
Massive hoods, 8 to 7 feet tall. I've come across a couple of these guys, okay? I've actually walked into one of them doing his business. He was over the top of this guy, if you can imagine, laying in your bed, right? All of your colour, because then he's...
Yeah, I believe... You know what? I don't know what it is.
He just walked in on that, like, an 8-foot-tall shadow person just, like, going at its business.
Yeah, you know?
Just like, oh, you're going to a dark realm now, filled with demons. Sorry.
Enjoy.
It's not a Grim Reaper, though. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not a Grim Reaper. That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Obviously, come on.
Shadow person.
This isn't crazy talk, TJ.
The Grim Reaper's like, I am not a Grim Reaper. We prefer to be identified as shadow people.
People, okay.
Dimensions, all the colours are really bright. This guy's laying in his bed. I walk in on him. He's laying in his bed, and this shadow demon, this shadow
Why are you walking
entity
a guy
is
laying in
over
his
the top
bed?
of him, okay?
Astral projecting.
He astral projected there, dude. Yeah, he astral projected to the guy he had a crush on, and he saw like, oh shit, fucking, you know,
changing?
He's got shadow people on his ass. I don't know if I'm interested.
Shadow people, shadow people.
There's shadow.
So we still have not learned how to astral project.
No, the lesson is you gotta listen. You gotta sit through quite a bit to get to the astral projection.
What a coincidence! These guys that claim to teach you these psychic abilities always have to ramble for like 10 minutes before they actually teach you anything.
Well, you gotta. They're trying to open your mind to the spiritual.
Oh, to open my third eye, huh?
He's like sucking all the colour out of his body, out of his soul, and he's eating, he's sucking.
So you just were on acid?
Are you sure you? Yeah. Were you on acid watching Harry Potter and you saw like a Dementor scene and you're like, "This is happening in real life."
Absorbing it, right? And I'm watching this. I'm thinking.
Then I looked at the mirror and I looked like I was tripping, so I'm just going to ignore that shit.
Dude, I'm totally tripping balls.
I've just walked in on something that I probably shouldn't have walked in on. Okay, so anyway, this thing sees me, it looks at me, and it just runs out the door. Okay, and it goes poof, and it hits the side of the door. The whole house shakes. Okay. It looks at me and it moves from his bed to me.
All right, Scotty. You don't even need his lesson because I can tell you how to do this.
Okay.
Just swallow a whole fucking handful of psilocybin mushrooms, and you can produce. You too can astral project to the realm.
You too can do this.
Yeah, even you too can do it. Even that shitty fucking band with that.
Oh, you love them, dude. I think you and Ben were dancing him last time. I was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" You guys, "Oh, nothing." Was that you
Definitely
two?
not dancing to you two.
Was that you two you were playing? No.
I'd like to suck his Bono.
In like over 2 seconds. Okay, then it grabs me.
Yeah.
Okay, and throws me through a wall, and next thing you know, we're taking off.
And then it whispered in my ear.
Okay, does he ever actually?
You're pretty.
How long is this video?
3 hours and 48 minutes.
Because I hear a lot of like crazy talk, but not much in the way of explaining how I'm gonna ask.
This video's less than 15 minutes long.
Off in midair. You know, I looked at him, I looked directly at his face, and now people say these guys don't have faces, but believe me, when you've got your hands around one of these things' throats, and you're looking at it this close into its eyes,
So your life is boring, and you've decided to pretend that you're like an action hero in some supernatural thriller is what's going on.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I've been like face to face with demons and stuff. Would someone please make a movie about my exciting and interesting life that I can't prove happens?
You can see its face, okay? What it looked like, it was like a corpse. It looked like it was made out of mud.
And remember,
but it was
the
all
title of this
cracked up.
video
It had
was
no eye.
Astral Projection Crash Course. So apparently, I mean, it's really quick to learn that because he has to give you like a 10-minute backstory of his life.
Yeah, one time I fought a fucking shadow person. It was made of like mud or something. I don't know. My imagination's not very good. I pretty much just steal my ideas from Hollywood, who already steals all their ideas to begin with.
And he looked like an old man, and he was extremely angry. I basically just looked at him and I said, "You don't have permission to be here," because the place he was in, basically there are loads of dimensions overlapping my dimension in my house, which means there are loads of other parallel
You shall not pass!
universes.
There's loads of other dimensions, TJ. You just have to understand it. And all you have to say if you catch one of these interdimensional beings come into your dimension is, "Whoa, do you have permission?
You're not cleared to be in this sector,
Do you
sir."
have a hall pass? No? Go back to your own dimension. And he's like, shadow person's like, "Oh, you got me." And he just, I'm sure he just left.
Those wily shadow people.
Always breaking the rules. Lovable little scams.
Where other people live in my house, and I watched him attack another person in another dimension who was living in my house, basically. And I said, as the owner of this house, the spiritual, astral traveler of this house, who goes through these dimensions of my house and of my area and other places outside my house, I said, "You don't have permission to be here.
You don't have permission to go to their
leave."
dimension.
Okay.
This guy is violating his own principles. Can he get permission from the house owner in the other dimension?
Nope. Yeah, you know, it seems like you got ourselves a morally righteous dimension hopper here, folks.
Yep.
He thinks he's entitled to, you know, gallivant willy-nilly through everyone else's dimensions, but then if he sees some creepy shadow person doing it, he automatically racially profiles and says, "You know what? Shadow people are all bad news, and you don't have no business being here." And the shadow person, you know, who is persecuted, who is the victim in this scenario,
Shadow
is
people
like,
just need to stop committing crimes.
"Hey, that is a stereotype. That is not what shadow people are like." There are some, it's true, there are statistics that say that some shadow people do travel through dimensions.
They're trying to attack my cousins. What would you do in a situation like that?
You know, you have to realize they come from a really shitty dimension.
Shut up, banana boy.
They come from a really shitty dimension. You might be like that too if you came from that dimension.
Nope. Shadow
the
people,
dimension of
just
the
stop
shadow
committing
people.
crime, shadow people. It's all your fault.
But this guy's a hypocrite, man. He's
Yeah,
doing
he
the
is.
very same thing he's accusing the shadow people of doing.
You know what, dude? I just had a thought.
If I
this
make
guy is involved with the shadow people. Look at his wall. What is that invoking you? A shadow.
Wow.
And there's shadows in this shot. Why would there be so many shadows in a shot against a person who's really opposed to shadow people? There's clear evidence here this guy is really part of the shadow person
You make
conspiracy.
cogent points.
As
Yes.
soon as I said that, he got angry because he knew I
Shadow
wasn't
person.
afraid. If you're not afraid of these guys, they can't touch you, okay? Well, they can touch you, but they can't damage you, okay?
Shadow person.
Next thing you know, I'm back in my body. That's just one case. So you want to stay away from negative entities, you want to stay away from
Yeah,
negative
okay, shadow
demons. Now,
person.
there's a way to do this, and this is how you do it.
Don't fuck with the shadow people is the moral of the
All right.
story.
4 steps.
4 steps.
Okay, that's
This
simple.
is what I do, okay? And I've been able to do this my entire life. Bear in mind, I was only able to control it when I got to the age of 16.
Okay, so it's going to take a practice, but I can try.
Yeah,
All right.
you got this.
All right.
You're probably a fucking idiot. This is the thing you're an idiot savant at, Scotty.
All right.
We're going to find the one thing you're good at right now.
Okay.
I'm now 20. I've been doing it for 4 years. I can do it straight away. I can do it now if I want. I can do it 4 times in a day. I've actually done it. I did a period when I
Cut
did
to
it
the
twice
chase,
for 2
asshole.
weeks. 14 times. 14
Let's
days
speed him
in
up
2
a little.
weeks. 28 times in 2 weeks, which is quite a lot for me. Anyway, so the way you do it is simple.
Okay.
You want to lay down in your bed, okay, guys? Lay down.
I'll delay
And
the shirt.
you want to imagine getting out of your
Okay.
body and walking around. You want to act it out. You don't want to imagine seeing yourself doing it. You want to imagine actually doing it, okay? Then you want to walk around your room. You want to feel everything, the texture. You want to feel the air. You want to open a window. You want to feel the carpet between your toes. You want to get a feel for the place. What this is doing is exercising your mental body, which will mold and shape your energy body, okay, guys? And what you want to do, you want to do that. Okay, you want to do this for about, depending on if you're just starting, I'd say do this about 2 hours a day, because that's what I was doing. I was doing about 4 hours a day. 5 hours.
Damn it. I think Scotty just came over here and slapped me in the head.
I have astrally projected.
Fuck.
Step 1, I've already done it, dude.
You didn't,
I'm
yeah,
done.
you didn't need
This guy's a good
other
teacher.
steps. Wow.
I'm a believer now.
Yeah, I'm a believer too. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, I think we got about time for one more.
One more.
Okay.
Last video alert.
Here's another autism themed video. This one is, does autism lead to atheism?
You know, I would say maybe. Because I know I have a lot of autistic people in my audience. It seems like they're less inclined to believe, like, whimsical bullshit, it seems to me. Like the high-functioning autistic people.
Yeah.
Does autism lead to atheism? Belief in God depends on theory of mind. In most religions, and arguably anything worth being called a religion, God is not just an impersonal force or critter. He has a mind that humans can relate to. Maybe you're not gossiping on the phone with him late at night, but he has personality traits, thoughts, moods, and ways of communicating with you.
Yeah, like in Christianity, he's a major dick. That's like his personality.
But he loves you.
And Islam.
Yeah, and in Islam too.
It's like the George Carlin bit, like, you know, it's just like, but he loves you. It's like pestilence, famine, death. You know, you fuck with God. It's like kill them all, but he loves you.
He loves us so much.
You know, don't work on the Sabbath, Steve.
It's kind of like how Ike told Tina he loved her.
If I ever see Cheetah do anything on the Sabbath, I'm going to kill him. The Bible tells me, Exodus 35:2. I'm just going to have to kill you, TJ. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
If I see you doing it, Ben, I have to kill you too. Look, the Bible tells me, and the Bible is the unerring word of God, and I stand with people like Kim Davis who follow Scripture, and if I see someone work on the Sabbath, they're fucking dead!
You heard it here, folks. If Scotty catches you working on the Sabbath, you die.
You die.
I don't want to kill them. I hate to have to hurt other people, but God has commanded me to do that.
It's fair. That is
and the laws of God supersedes the laws of men. People like that Kim Davis and those people in Kentucky revealed that to me.
Yeah.
If there's a law you don't like, you just be like, look, God says this. The laws of men say this. Who's higher up? Here's man. Here's God. Who are you going to obey?
God. Going to obey God.
Going to obey God.
If you didn't know what a mind was or how it worked, not only would you not understand people, you would not understand God, and you would not be religious. That's the theory.
Oh my God, I see where this is going, and it's horrible.
Anyway, scientists who study religion have come to agree that belief in God or gods relies on everyday social cognition, our ability and propensity to think about minds. See chapters 6 and 7 of my book The 7 Laws of Magical Thinking. Which means if you are autistic and unable to analyze, you would be an atheist.
Okay, there's plenty of autistic people. Okay, first of all, one, plenty of autistic people are religious.
Yes.
Two, atheists, obviously, there's plenty of atheists that possess empathy and can think about other people's minds and shit, and autism is not even the lack of empathy to begin with.
No.
That's sociopathy. So really, sociopaths should all be atheists, but they're not either. So, yeah. So it's, I mean, there's plenty of levels on which this fails. I'm not even articulating all of them.
Well, it's just the typical thing. If you're this, then you're this. You know, if then, basically. You know, if you drink soda, you're fat. You know what I mean? That's basically what he's saying in so many words.
Research published today in PLOS 1 provides fresh evidence for this claim. But first, the existing evidence.
Go ahead.
Jesse Bering, in a 2002 paper, noted that in autobiographical accounts written by people with high-functioning autism, God is more a principle than a person. It provides order but isn't much concerned with human affairs. The idea of him satisfies the intellect rather than...
So basically, you're saying that people with a particular personality trait all have a similar view on a particular subject matter. Wow. What a revolutionary fucking idea. Similar people have similar interests and similar ideas about things. I can't believe it.
This is news to me.
I am fucking shocked by this revelation.
The emotions.
Okay, so basically, this guy obviously thinks there is a God, and that autistic people are like, what, just, so God created autism, sure, right?
Yeah.
Or either that, or he probably believes that it's caused by vaccines or something.
Vaccines or the devil or some shit.
But, you know, like, why would God afflict people with something that supposedly makes it impossible to come to him? I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Which isn't even true to begin with. I mean, it's a flawed premise.
Right. And I mean, like, we're supposed to buy into this guy's bullshit narrative that some guy did some study that shows that autistic people view God more as a principle than a... entity.
He said in a paper he noted. So I'm not even sure this is a study. He said it was noted in a paper.
It was noted in a paper.
So I mean, was it a study?
So, like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean exactly?
It's a pretty shoddy evidence. But even if that were true, I mean, it's like I said, it's pretty much tantamount to nothing.
Temple Grandin, for example, described God as the entanglement of millions of interacting particles. In line with such a conception of the divine, Simon Baron-Cohen, who proposed the memblessness theory of autism, told me that sometimes I meet people with autism who are religious, but their motivation is driven more by the rules the system in theology rather than the anthropomorphizing. One outcome of the ability to analyze is the ability to think teleologically, to see the purpose of objects or events. Rocks and rainstorms
you know what's
have
funny? And this is the funniest thing about this, is that you have theists and people like they believe like this that live in this world that is shaped so gradually over such a long period of time, and they're saying atheism is like a fish denying the existence of water, when it's them denying the existence of these forces that have shaped modern life, that have taken billions of years to occur, far longer than any human lifespan, and you're going to be like, you're denying the evidence. All you have is a fucking book. We have fucking nature in the universe. What? You really think your stupid book of bullshit, they just, look, we have this book, so we're right.
Hey, he's right. There is a connection between autism.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
This is just hilarious.
No, I mean, like, this guy's ridiculous. I mean, like, basically he's saying that it's a sign of mental illness to not personify nature and rocks and trees and shit all around you. Like, if you don't interpret, the random physical forces of the universe as being part of God's will, that's, like, tantamount to mental illness. And that's insane.
Yeah, I think it's about time probably to wrap it up.
Okie
Wrap it up. Show's over, everybody.
Glad we could do a regular length show, even though we were delayed by like 45 minutes because of some technical bullshit. But
show must go on.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Share the show with everyone you know.
We're also on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Yes, and we are now 5,000 subscribers away from hitting 100,000.
Woo! 100,000 fucking
So feel free to share the show with anyone you think that would enjoy it.
Subscribe to this shit!
Yes.
Feel it.
Help us reach 100,000.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.